Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? You know what time it is, man. It's Ghost.rc time. No more text messaging me. No more text messaging Aaron. No more phone calls looking for ESCs. Today's the day. Let's go, baby. Let's share this thing because Aaron Klein, he's in the green room and he's ready to go, man. Let's go. Man, oh man, it's Friday, man. It's been a while since we've done this on Friday, if you know what I'm saying. What's up, Luis Medina from Puerto Rico? Are you ready to hear about the new ESC? Because everybody else is. Let's go, man. Start sharing this, guys. Let's do this. This is the day. What's up, Stashy's in the house, Brooks Waldrip, you guys are ready, right? Joshua Shepard, thank you so much this morning for those kind words. I know Joshua's ready. I know Austin K is ready. Who else is ready? Let's go. YouTube, what's going on, man? Jack Stevens is in the house. What's up, Jack? DRC 707, Exalted RC, you in here? He'll be in a minute. Coach DRC, what's up, dude? And Matthew Ramirez, man, thank you guys. Yo, 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 what's going on, guys? Today is the day that the entire world has been waiting on, man. And I'm glad it's today, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Do you know how many messages I've received today for people looking for ESCs? I'm like, man, actually, Aaron doesn't know this, but I bought them all out on his website, and I'm going to double the price because I know they're going to be hot. All right, give me just a second, and we're going to get Aaron in here. We're going to get busy right out of the gate, man. We're going to go. I want to say hi to everybody really quick, really quick. Stu Mack, what's up, dude? Randy Cothran, man, thank you, sir. I want to say hi, Aaron. I know you're in the green room hanging out. Give me 1 second, dude. There's a lot of people on board today looking and wondering. All right, hold on. Let me go back over here. All right, here we go. Maderos, what's up, dude? What's up, Gary Campbell? Kevin Starr, what's up, dude? Tim Taz Flores, Brian Addison, what's up, man? I'm just going to say hi to you guys really quick, but here's the deal. If you have any questions, Aaron, I know you can hear me, but hold on. I'll move you in here just a second. If you guys have any questions, put your question down, and please be patient. I'm going to do the best I can to keep up with all of these questions. So when Aaron comes on and later on when JAYFAB comes on, just bear with me, guys. I know there's going to be a lot of questions, and I'm going to do the best I can as fast as I can to answer all these questions. So go ahead and start putting them in the notes, in the comments now. And listen, here he is, I met Aaron, I guess it's been a couple, 2-3 years back. I met Aaron, and, we formed this relationship. And, there's one thing I can tell you about Aaron, man. He today is his day. Today is Aaron Klein and Ghost RC's day. I know he's been working extremely hard, and I know JFab's been helping him. But Aaron, this is your day, brother, and I'm excited to bring you in. I want to say thank you to Aaron Klein for letting NPRC and myself do this ESC launch. It means means a lot to me. But without further ado, I'm going to bring him in. Here he is, man. Now you guys can start yelling at him now. Aaron Klein, what's up, buddy? Oh,
hey, yeah. So
I forgot to hit the mic.
oh, there you go. Yeah. What's up, Billy? Hey, man. Thanks for having me on, dude. And like you said, man, this is a huge day for myself.
Huge day.
And I know for the people at Castle, because they have worked really, really hard with me on this project.
I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited.
Thank
for
you.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate it. And so one thing I do want to say, everybody that messaged me today, sorry I didn't get back to you. It was super overwhelming. It was a big day anyway. And, this morning I just decided to put my phone away, and I was like, I can get back to these guys later, or they're going to catch me on the live, and I'll just address you guys then. So I'm not avoiding anybody. It's just I had a lot going on today, and yeah, it's been wild. But finally, we are here. We are doing this, and I am super excited because I'm happy for everybody that participates in the NPRC. This is going to be a day that's changing the game for sure.
It's a big day for everybody.
Yes, a big day. A lot of hard work. I can't even go into detail to explain how much hard work has gone into this project. I mean, literally over a year of just grinding and, late nights and frustrations and, wanting to throw the towel in. And finally, we persevered and we busted through and now we're here. Yeah, and I'm 100% confident that we're going to do some damage.
We're ready. I talked to Aaron. I talked to Aaron earlier, and I said, "Hey, man, how you doing? How you feeling?" He's like, "Billy," he goes, "I'm good." He goes, "Can we just get this live going?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Dude, my phone's insane. That way I could just say it on the live, and everybody knows what's up."
Exactly. Yeah, because it's so hard. Like that's one thing that I realized, getting into this, and this isn't my first business, and it's just a different dynamic, and I love it. But like days like today, or when like the motor dropped, or when people have questions, or when I make a post and people want advice, and I love doing that. I love giving advice for people. But it's so hard because there's so many great people out there that I want to help, and it's so hard to do. So, by using a platform like yours, that I can, talk to everybody and then get the word across the whole platform in one situation, I can like address so many people, and it makes it so much easier. And that's what I'm figuring out. So I'll be doing more videos.
The cool thing, Aaron is going to dive. I think you're going to dive in pretty deep with this thing today, right?
Yeah. So, hey, let's go ahead and give everybody an opportunity to get going with that. So Castle, if you go to Castle's website, castlecreations.com, you go to the Castle Link download page, and there is 2 blue circles, and one says version 2. You need to download version 2 to your computer. And when you do that, you'll open it up, and it will give you an option. If you let it sit idle for a second, it'll go through the process, and it'll realize that you're not connected to an ESC. So it'll give you an option to go into demo mode. Now there's a little taskbar at the top, and you want to click that taskbar drop down and go to Cobra 8 Ace, ghost.rc, click on that, and then enter demo mode.
Okay.
So
hold on, Aaron. Hold on. Let me set the stage really quick.
Okay.
Guys, if you all want to follow along with what Aaron's going to be explaining, we're going to give you a minute. Go to, is it castle.com?
It's castlecreations.com.
Castlecreations.com, guys. Listen, go to castlecreations.com. If you want to follow along and on this ESC, he's trying to explain. Go and click on the software. I'm just, Aaron, I know how this is. We got to get everybody up to speed on how this is going to work. We do baby steps, man.
Yeah, let's do baby steps. Yeah, sorry. I tend to jump ahead too much, so
it's okay.
Back
That's
me
what
up
I'm here
and slow
for.
me down.
Castlecreations.com. We'll give you guys a couple minutes. Aaron's going to explain what he's doing as he's doing it. Literally, Aaron, as you're doing it, just tell everybody what you're doing. Let's get everybody on the same speed, or up to speed here. Questions. Now's the time. Send your questions through YouTube, NPRC TV, or Attention in the Pits. We're live on 3 platforms right now. I'm going to be going back and forth looking for the questions while Aaron talks to you guys. So just bear with it. Bear with all of us right now. We got a lot of people watching right now, man. So go ahead, Aaron.
Okay, so I'm still going to give it a few minutes because it's got to download. You have to go through, and then sometimes you have a firewall. You got to ask or let permission when you download the file. Something that we've been kind of battling with the new updates on the softwares of just the whatever laptop you're running. So we'll give it a minute to let everybody get it. Let's if you can see some comments come through, if people get it fired up, then I think once we see some comments coming through.
You know what I'm doing is I'm putting some chats together here. I'm telling everybody over on YouTube, go to castlecreations.com to follow along. Let me do the same thing over here. Give me 1 second here. Give me just a second, guys. Let me make sure I do this right. I can't even spell castle today. Jeez. Creations, castlecreations.com to follow along. Okay. All right. Give me 1 second, man. Dude, I got so many messages crazy right now. Holy cow.
You and me both, brother.
You know, hey, you know what? I could do that. Do you have to have a computer to do this?
Yes. Currently, we are still on the same type of platform as before, as far as you need a laptop to do it.
What I'm going to do is you know what? That's a great, Omar GC had a great comment. I could actually, it's going to take me a minute though. While you're talking, I'm going to see if I can grab a computer and I'll do it myself, and then I can share it on the screen while you do it. While you do this.
Okay.
Yeah. So hang tight. Let me tell my son to bring me a computer. So go ahead, man. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Okay. So all right. So I see some people already posting. So I got the live comments pulled up here too. Okay. So somebody said, yeah, they have a update on there.
Okay.
Oh, it is Windows based only.
It's then I'm out.
Yep. You're out.
I'm out. I'm only Apple, man. Crap. Sorry, Omar GC, man. I can't help you, brother. I'm an Apple guy. Shoot. That's okay. That's okay, man. We'll live and learn.
Yep. It's I mean, the biggest thing was getting the ESC, the whole new platform. And I'll tell you what, I got it here. I got it here in the car. So I'll explain why it's in a car and why I just don't have one here in my hand. I didn't want to take it out of my car because I love to test, and I'm a racer just like all you. I'm sure a lot of people know that, and that's where a lot of the settings and all the work that was put into this was from, my background of being a RC racer, plus being a big car racer, and then I was into side by sides, so I did a lot of tuning. So I knew what we needed, and since I got into this hobby, there's a lot of good products out there, and then it seemed like the hobby was progressing so much, and there's so much frustration because I'm like, oh man, if we had this or if we had that, I can manipulate things and get the car to do what I really want down the track. So that's just kind of like a little short backstory of kind of where Ghost started and where I wanted to be and where we're ended up at currently. So yeah, this is the only version I have currently in my possession. The reason for, we had several hardware updates. One of the things I want to get out of the way also is that Castle Creations launched a new ESC themselves today, and it did cause some confusion, and that's the reason why I wanted to hurry up and get this going. And we're going to do something really cool later. I'm just saying, you guys want to stick around. We're going to do something really cool.
We're going to do something cool later, guys.
Yeah, we're doing something really cool. Even cooler than this.
I love it.
So yeah, man, I just kind of start from the beginning through this whole process. We had one ESC, and it was kind of based off Castle's new platform. And I'm talking from the ground up. I've had some questions of, people asking me if the CSC is going to be, or if whatever new is going to be just a software update. Unfortunately, guys, I wish it was that easy, because I still have plenty of, the OG ACE units that I would love to sell. And I will continue to sell those because I think they do have a place. But we just could not do that with the current hardware. That hardware was many years old. So they had plans to build a new ESC, and I got in there and I pushed and I pushed and I pushed. I got my foot in the door with the current version we have out. And then I got on the roadmap to produce what we have, releasing today. Now, I will say this: their version, if you tried to put it on the track, besides not having all the good features for drag racing, it probably will not perform. Or actually, I'll take that back. It will not perform if you're putting it in the glue and trying to rip out of the glue like today's races are. There is a lot of changes we had to do to this thing. So much. I'm probably sharing too much here, but I don't care. I'm just going to let it all out.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so many hardware changes went into this ESC versus the regular version that you'd use for bashing, for general racing. Like their ESC, I'm telling you, it's going to be next level too. Um, there were so many or different hardware updates we had to do to make this compatible, for what we do, to take the abuse. We upgraded, the FETs. There's a long list of other stuff that I don't want to get into that we had to update. It got to the point, we updated one component and it actually took up more room in the cases that we already had ordered and in hand in inventory. So I had to take those cases, and for this current build that's going to get released, I actually had to go to my buddy's machine shop and get on his Haas CNC mill and machine each case so it would receive the new hardware that we had in the ESC.
No kidding.
It was either that or wait for another production to come from overseas. And that's just something I didn't want to scrap all that. I was like, hey, I can make this work. I got a buddy. He's going to rent me his machine for like $85 an hour, and I get to be hands on. And
Nice.
yeah, I'll sit there for 5.5 hours knocking out these cases. I mean, a minute at a time, and just going and going and going.
That's
So yeah. So when people get these in their hands, just know that I did have a personal touch in that product.
all made in the USA, baby.
Yeah. See, that's another thing. I don't know. I mean, I bet some people know. I mean, a lot of people know that Castle is based here in Kansas City.
Yeah.
But that's another thing I pride myself in ghost.rc, and given the people there that I've met, I've talked to, and the people down there in production that are making these things, day in and day out. Maybe just their 9 to 5, but we are giving them jobs. And these are jobs that are based in Kansas City. That when you buy a product like this from me, it's like the ESC, the motor's a different story, but the ESC, it is actually assembled. And to be honest, I was there today. They were actually working on the ESCs. I saw them on the line. They were testing them. They were updating firmware.
That's cool, man.
They were getting them ready. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's really cool to be working with a company that's local. And when I have an issue, it's really convenient for me to drive up there and be able to sit down and, put my foot up somebody. Yeah. Put my foot up somebody's butt or maybe get an ass chewing myself.
Hey, I didn't ask you this, Aaron. How long? So when you started Ghost RC, was your vision ESCs and motors? Is that what you were doing?
Yes. My vision of Ghost RC came from being at the track and using, other products that were available at the time. And, the products that I was using at the time, they weren't meant for what we were doing currently. We were having to take products and manipulate them and do this and do that. And I felt there was a better way. And my main goal was to find that better way. And then, like the relationship between Castle and I, when I first went up there to him, I was like, hey guys, I think you need to jump on board. I think you need to do this and do that. Well, they got a pretty good team, and they knew about NPRC in the early days, but I don't think they really knew what all it would take to produce something to be of this caliber. And that's kind of where I came into play. First, I was just kind of like a little liaison. I was saying, hey, I remember we had a meeting one time, and I was like, this is what NPRC is. I put together this like little packet, and I sat in the office with everybody there. And I was explaining to them basically what we do, what the whole NPRC community is about, and, some of the big races, all the money on the line. And,
Did they go, you mean that crazy stuff that's online and people fighting?
Yeah, that too. Yeah. Wait, we see a lot of that drama on Facebook and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, hey, I told them some of the good, and of course they had to see some of the bad of it too. But And
Hey, hey, Omar GC, you, you mean that Omar GC? It's talking crap.
yeah, oh yeah, hey, yeah, yeah. Me and Omar, yeah, we've had our we've had our bouts, but I think we're good now.
Omar's awesome, man. Love Omar.
Yeah, no, no, he's a good dude. Yeah, he's a good dude. You know, and he's local, so he's in Kansas. They're like 2 hours away from me. So, you know, with our crew up here in the 913, and then those guys down there, it's like, you know, we have our battles. But at the end of the day, man, we're out here racing. We're all trying to have fun, and
Yeah.
really that was my goal. It's to provide somebody with, or everybody with, a product that we can go out there and we can test, and we can you know, we can go out on a test and not have to worry about, you know, things breaking or blowing up, burning up.
Yeah,
And
you know,
and
I talked to JFab earlier, man. He's going to be coming on in a little while. You know, JFab's been using he's been using it the past what week, 2 weeks, something like that.
yeah, oh, he's been, no, he's actually been he was one of my first testers.
Sorry, posting,
Yes.
posting,
Oh, yes. Yeah.
posting.
Posting.
Sorry,
Yep.
he's been right. He did tell me been using this ESC for a while. I had questions, and I called Jay, and I'm like, you know, I'm not going to ask. I'm going to tell you the questions I asked him, but I know now. But
Yeah.
he's excited, and the things that he told me, he's going to share with you guys. And when you hear the things that he's going to tell you, it's wild, man, about this ESC. You know, we've been needing something like this, Aaron, for a long time. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, R1 has been the dominant ESC for how long now?
Like at
Three
least 2
years?
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
two,
Yep.
two and a
Yep.
half, 3 years, you know.
Yeah.
So it's good to get, you know, it's good to get another product in here for people to get their hands on. And options, man, options is a
Options.
big, yeah, options.
Well, see, and that's another thing too, you know, like, you know, if I bring something to the table, and I believe I'm bringing something to the table that is going to be a dominant option in the NPRC going forward. Now, you know, hopefully nobody like just straight copies it. And I think with an ESC, there's so much that goes into it, so much development. I mean, my eyes were like blown wide open, you know, in what it takes to produce what we made. Um, and it's not like a motor where, you know, it can just be, oh, we can make something similar. No, you really gotta do a lot of R&D, a lot of time, a lot of money goes into it. And so, you know, with this, if it comes out, I want another company to come out. Let's bring more options. You know, let's get this party started, man. Because I'm gonna say it, and I'm gonna back it up that this is the first drag ESC, specific drag ESC that's going to handle the type of crap we put our cars through today, which is not easy. And I think a lot of people saw my video I posted yesterday. I was actually out testing yesterday, and I'll let you in on this. And I'm not hiding anything. You know, Jay and we found a bug on Wednesday night. I had to make like an emergency call, and I'm thinking like, so I'm not gonna get into complete details, but I
Yeah.
was talking with the engineers, and I'm like, hey, I think something's going on. Um, and of course, you know, this is pressing, so it was very at the top of their list to get resolved. So I went out testing to try to recreate this little instance we were finding, on the very start. And by I'd say noon, 1 o'clock, so I already had some passes down. I get a message with an email that gave me the information to update my ESC to the fix. And I put that fix in my car. Jay was on the phone with me. I'm like videoing every pass, and I'm like, dude, this is it. We already had a lot of power. It was already working really good, but this just put the icing on the cake. This little tiny piece we missed, um, you know, and it was a really simple fix. Yeah, I'm so glad we found it when we did, because if it would have been next week, you know, it would have been a little bit more difficult. But every unit going out is going to be up to par.
I
Yeah,
couldn't imagine what you. I'll be honest, man. I couldn't imagine what you go through every day, and the message that you get, and the to trying to bring this to light, man, had to be nuts, right? I mean, so
dude.
time frame from the time that this was on your radar to today. How long did it take you to get this product to come out today, to launch today?
Uh, well, I'll tell you this much. Before I started Ghost.rc, I was aware of this new platform. And it was at that point in time I set my sights on, you know, coming up with what we have now. And that's going to be a year and a half ago.
Really,
Easy. Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears into today.
Man, I'm telling you. And it
Yeah.
was a fight, you know. it was a real big, well, it was a little fight to get in the door, and you know, with Castle, you know, in the beginning and everything. But you know, the Ace, the OG Ace, which, you know, I kind of want to address this too. That ESC, that's what I went to because I was tired of blowing up other products, and I knew Castle makes some badass crap, dude. I mean, their stuff is brutally tough, and I went to them and I'm like, hey, can you do like do this and do that and add timing? And I was like, dude, I'll pay you out of pocket. Like, I don't care if I have like the only one. I need that competition. I need that edge.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, and that's kind of what spurred it all because, you know, they did it for me. And I was like, well, maybe I should sell these and give it to everybody. So yeah, who we got there?
What up?
We got this fool in the house.
What's up, Jay?
So yeah, it was it was definitely a struggle, but man, yeah, I'm eyes set on this whole project. I had a dream of what it could be.
Yeah.
And you know, now we're here.
Dude, can I tell you, you know, after you and I talk a lot now, and I'm really excited for you, Aaron. I hope this is, I know this is your day, and I know that when you turn the faucet on to let people buy these, you're going to sell out. I don't know how many you have in stock, dude, but I'm telling you, people have been waiting for options for so long. I honestly believe you're going to just, well, I bought them all, so they're double the price. So. What's up, JFab?
What's up?
Okay. Hey, so one thing I want to get into real quick. So something about the EC, I just saw, or the ESC, I just saw a comment here. You know, does it have a new processor? And I said it before. This thing is built from the ground up. The processor is all new. It's all new, state of the art. Like, you know, well, whatever was available. I'm not gonna say state of the art, but for ESC wise, I think it's up to speed with a lot of things. You know, all the components, all the hardware, it's still like, it's got the Castle brute power behind it. As far as, you know, the durability, the way that they designed it, but yet it's got the brains, you know, of what we need. Like, I want to say I heard something in the thing, it can process 40,000 times a second of what's going on. And once we start diving into some of these features, you know, you guys are going to realize that it is going to do a lot. And just the smoothness of it and the commutation speed and the way it can like bring the timing in with the factor processor. I mean, it just completely woke this thing up. It completely changed it, like compared to like the OG 6S. So I'm
over on YouTube, and you mind if I ask you a question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Where did it go? What? This is a damn good question for both of you, actually. Matthew Ramirez over on YouTube. He goes, "Where is the major What is the major difference between the first Ghost ESC and the second?" That's a good question, bud.
That is a good question.
Damn good question.
You know, everything.
Okay, that's it. Everything.
I mean, dude, I mean, like, where do you want to start? I mean, we got better hardware. We have like a processor that can process, you know, up to crazy RPM and keep motor tracking. You know, that's just the hardware. You know, the software is a game changer. You know, it's way up there. It's orders of magnitude faster. Matter of fact, you know, this ESC is so powerful in what it can do and all the data that it can store and give back to you. We have a new adapter, and each ESC is going to come, when you buy it, it's going to come with a new Castle Link adapter. Because we had to, they had to upgrade it. So, yeah, I mean, everything is new about this. The only thing I think that stayed the same is the durability of Castle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dastardly Syndicate says our entire team is going to run the Cobras.
I love it.
Why don't you run Ghost?
It's the so yeah, you know, that's one of the things too, you know, and I wanted to align with Castle, and I think it was probably one of the best decisions. I was, you know, thinking, man, I just want to go Ghost RC. Let's not put any Castle, like, you know, name or anything on it. I want to change the case. but I think, aligning with Castle and kind of building off of their platform
Yep.
was it's just I think it was one of the best decisions I made.
Yeah, it had
And,
to.
I'm proud because I love, dude. I mean, I don't know if you can see all the cars behind me. I mean,
Yeah.
some are small, some are big, but most everything behind me has Castle products in it.
Castle product.
Yeah.
You the same thing, Jay? You Castle?
I mean, when I first started out, that's what hooked me and Aaron together. Was I ran an 8S, and I remember the first time. If anyone knows Aaron, Aaron had ran, I think it was like a 226 at like 70 miles an hour 3 years ago with an 8S. And when I saw that, I was running an RX-8, an RS Pro that blew up more than a dang R1 did. And I was getting tired of buying them. And when I was like, shoot, this dude Aaron just went, a 226, which is really fast 3 years ago. I got hooked on Castle products. I had Castle products in my car, even to this day.
Yeah.
Even though I ran R1 all last year, but yeah, I still always had a Castle. I had a Castle in the dry tire car that Titus won with in New Mexico.
Oh, okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it had a ghost in it.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yep. Didn't need the R1 in that.
Cool. Yeah, man. I remember that. I always think back. I'm like, damn, man. Me and Jay, we have been like, we've been talking for a while. Like going over tunes and setups and this and that. And then obviously he was running R1 last year. I was obviously running the Ghost product and stuck with it. But we would still talk tunes and talk this and talk that. So we've kept in contact ever since then, and it all started with the Castle products.
I remember you guys. Weren't you guys down in Louisiana doing some testing? Weren't you guys down in Louisiana, Jay?
No, Texas. Aaron came to Texas.
Texas, got it. I remember back in the day, you guys were telling me that you guys are hooking up and you guys are working together, and you were talking all about the Castle stuff. And how I remember Jay was like, Aaron, he's like, hey Billy, this stuff is wicked fast, man.
Yeah. So I've had the new ESC for. I look back. I've had it for 7 months.
Oh, okay.
If that was okay, Aaron. I guess it's over now.
Oh.
Yeah, it's over.
You said 7 weeks, I think you said.
Nah, I've had it for a really, really long time.
Yeah. Jay, I think got one of the first units. I think I have a couple of units, and I brought down, and we came and tested.
Yep. Yeah. That's the first time. That's when you came down, and you had brought two, and you had it in your car, and I had it in mine.
Yeah. That was back in the day where if I had a software update or something, man, I had to go through all this crazy stuff on my computer. And I'll tell you, it's been a learning experience. I'm not really a computer tech guy, but I think I'm qualified now.
I still don't. I make Aaron get on my computer and make him do all the updates. I'm not a computer guy.
Two questions, Aaron.
Yes.
Are you eventually will it come out for Apple, for Mac?
Man, we are, and I say we're, I'm talking about Ghost RC and Castle. We want a solution like that just as bad as everybody else does. Me personally, I'm happy with the laptop because I can see all the data, but I think that's from my background of tuning on big cars. Yeah. However, I do see the convenience of having, especially if you have a Mac, computer. I'm not going to speak for Castle, but I will say that they want the same thing too. So, the way to think about it, we had a big project ahead of us. It's released, and now we can start working on the other things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The app. Eventually, will there be an app?
So, I think everybody knows about the B-Link, which doesn't work that well.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so do not use the B-Link for this product. You won't be happy. It won't be happy.
I don't even think you can though, right?
I know on Castle's version it does support it. but I told them like I don't even want to mention anything about the B link being used with this because I do have a lot more information that's getting transferred. So
Yeah.
there's a lot more possibility for it to maybe lock up or change your settings up, like because it currently does that just with the
But even the log is not going to come out how the
no,
log comes out on the computer.
no, yeah,
The
because
information, you'll get into that later, but the log, I build race cars and I do fuel techs and Hollies. The log looks like a Holly log and
yeah,
like a fuel tech log. You see absolutely everything in that log.
which comes from like I've tuned on Mtrons, Motex, Fuel Techs,
Yep.
AEMs, and that's what I'm used to seeing. That's why when I look at a log, I love looking at all the data, and I want all the data. I want to see everything,
Yeah.
and
So
that's what's cool.
just a little bit for one, Billy, and Aaron knows this. If anyone out there wants to build an ESC, do it with a really good friend, because me and Aaron have got into some heated discussions, but we have prevailed through them.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
yes,
That's how it
But
should be.
yeah,
I'll tell you right now, if it wasn't for the law, and Aaron was right, on Wednesday, I found a problem and I called Aaron and I said, "This is the problem." We got into a heated discussion about it. But what solved it was the log.
yep,
Aaron got into he got into my computer and we went over the logs together and we found the problem, and it got fixed. And this is, man, Aaron, how many times? Like a
oh,
lot. Like
wow,
man, it's not easy. I don't want anyone to think that Aaron made and Castle made an ESC and it was the first one. I've had it for 6 months. We've gone through a lot, a lot to get people the best ESC. I think or not even me, I'm sorry, I'm not part of it, that Aaron and Castle could give out.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it doesn't break.
But let's give you credit. You've been a big part of that because it's been winter here. I haven't been testing, so I have relied heavy on
Yeah,
you.
no, I agree, but it's not mine. And I keep saying we,
Right.
but it's not mine. I'm just part of the data testing, right?
Yeah,
So I don't want
exactly.
to say it's mine. I feel that it's mine because I feel that I've had a great, great, great part in it.
Yep.
But the things that this ESC is doing is gonna change the game of everyone, for everybody that's out there. I don't know if I'm jumping ahead. If you want to get into settings, um, I was telling this to Aaron. I told this to you, Billy. The joy that we used to have is we used to go out and we would test and we would have fun, right? The prep is so out of control, and we're not going to talk about it, but the prep is out of control.
Not
We
doing a
all
prep
know
show.
that 6 months ago, I don't know if Aaron said this. I think this has been in a year making, this ESD, or even longer.
Year and a half. Yep.
Yeah. So Aaron came to me and was like, "Hey, what are we going to do?" And I was like, "Man, it can't break, Aaron. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't need a break."
Right.
And then we used to say, "Well, if the Ace would just have turbo, we would be great, right?" So then it evolved into what it is now. And yes, me and Aaron got into my laptop and we were going over the logs, and he was like, "Oh my God, you have 280 hits on this thing." And that was before what, 4 or 5 updates that
Yeah,
cleared my logs.
I would say that's probably with 280 hits in the last maybe 2 months,
Yeah.
maybe.
So I had 6 months. I probably have 500 hits on an ESC that doesn't even have the new hardware that everyone's going to get.
Yep.
That's in Titus's car. Titus has the ESC, and yes, Titus won the race with the Ghost ESC last
Yep.
week. And if you saw the videos, his car was rolling the heck out. But it just shows what you can do through the ESC. I tried to break it. I would call Aaron and be like, "Hey, I'm gonna do this." Aaron, no, don't do it. No, I'm gonna do it. And I'd hang up the phone. I tried to break it so many times. I broke my car more than I broke anything else. Dustin got, good sales off of me and that, but I could not break the ESC. Now, to a degree, I know what I'm doing, so it's not like I would go and do like purpose-built things to like be like, okay, I'm gonna break it for real because I'm being dumb. I was being intelligent and putting power into the car, but the prep that Aaron showed in the video, Aaron's seen the prep that I put down is not even half of what Aaron was doing in the video.
Yeah.
And what I was putting in the car. And I would even go and like push my tires down, push the car down. I would do all types of craziness to try to get the ESC to break.
Mm-hmm.
And it wouldn't break. And my car hundreds of times would not move an inch off the line. And I would pick it up, put it to the side, make a hit. Car, it would work, no problem. But just going back to having fun with testing. Around here, there's so many guys. I'm like, hey, let's get together and let's test or let's have a race. And they're like, no, man, I can't do that because I only got 2 R1s. I can't. If I break 1 R1, I only got 1 R1 for this race. And man, that takes the fun completely out of it. This ESC is going to bring the fun back into testing again, making the line retarded as you want, and obviously putting the right amount of power. Everyone knows how to put power into the car. This isn't something new that we've been dealing with prep for 2 years. So I'm not telling someone something that they already don't know. But you can go test whenever you want and know in the back of your head when you put that car down, even if it doesn't move off the line, your ESC is good. And so far it's happened. And I'm not going to say we're not perfect, right? Aaron knows that. There might be an ESC that has like a problem or something, but that's just because imperfect people, that's just how it goes. But all the ones that Aaron has out has not broke.
So Jay, you actually brought up a really good point, by talking about that, getting out there, pushing the tires down in the prep, trying to break it. Now, I don't want to give people the false sense that these things are indestructible, but, to a degree, I mean, you can pretty much do any dang thing you want and it's going to live through it.
Yeah.
Now, you have to be smart about it. Like you said, you got to put power in the car. If I go out there on a crazy sticky line and my start power is at 30%, and then like my curve in my ESC, like when I come out, I'm only putting, 20% power down. Yeah, it's going to get stuck. So you guys need to get out there, and that's a great thing because you can get out there and not have to worry about potentially blowing it up. Is get out there and try to test it, put power to the dang thing.
There's going to be I was telling Billy this today. There's going to be a learning curve.
Yeah.
On tuning this ESC. I know me and Aaron are going to make videos of going through the settings and showing a tune. I saw Smashy just posted and said he's going to have tunes available, so which is awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not going out there and putting my point to 0 and putting a linear line in my ESC and it's just crazy sticky. And I say, okay, let's see if it comes out. Of course, it's not going to come out, right? You're going to go in there. I've had so many people say, Jay, can you help me with the tune? Help me with the tune. And I've all said, it tunes just like an R1. It's the same features. It's just different wording. It has boost. It has turbo. It's got start power. But then there's also some really cool stuff that Aaron will get into that the R1 doesn't have that's going to help with the prep problem that we have.
Yeah. So I think it's time to dive in, man. Let's get these features listed.
Yeah.
So anybody out there, if you do have it downloaded and you're in the demo mode, then you can kind of go ahead and follow along. If not, you just listen and I'll let you know where we're at.
I wish I had a computer. Let me ask you a couple questions. We got questions coming everywhere.
All right,
Frank Ulbrich had a great question. Can you use an Android device?
No, because that's not Microsoft.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
It's gotta be, you're gonna have to have a laptop.
okay,
Yeah.
but hold on. So Microsoft makes that thing called oh god, I'm not a
Oh
Surface.
yes, where you can download the program.
A Surface.
Yes.
Will the Microsoft Surface work?
I have not tried that, but that could be a possibility.
It's Windows based. So if anybody out there does use the Surface, please let Aaron know, man. I mean, the more stuff that you guys are able to tune these ESCs, the better. Because as it stands
I think
now,
that's really going to help. That's another thing. Like Jay just said, it's going to be a learning curve, and actually, Smashy always talked about this. He was like, "But look how many passes the R1 has on it, or these other ESCs, and look all the collective knowledge that's put together." And so there is going to be a learning curve. But I'll tell you this: when I gave like the latest software to Jay, and he went out there and ran it, he was going like 1/4 the first day within 7 passes. I mean,
Yeah.
I already hit my personal best. Like it's been crappy up here when we got this new final software that's really dialed in, and I really start to lean it on the car to get it, to see what kind of times I could put down. I mean, I hit my first 100-mile-an-hour just kind of by throwing, obviously I know what I'm doing, but I just kind of threw some, crap at the wall, and it stuck, and that car went over 100-mile-an-hour, and I was like, holy cow! I was like, that was like effortlessly. And we'll get into that a little bit later on the, some of the mile an hours. I think we'll see.
Can you just take your camera and put it on your computer? Can you do that?
Yeah, maybe.
Well, you know what? Go ahead and see if you can. I'll take you off computer while you get set up. Jay and I will hang out for 2 seconds, and then we'll be right back. Hey, Jay, thanks for joining us, by the way.
So I'll tell you this, everyone that is, when I very first got the ESC, the first time out, I ran a 150 at like 96 miles an hour.
Nice.
First day out. So
nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a learning curve, but don't get scared and be like, oh my God, I got to learn like something new. It's really not. It's boost and turbo, guys. We all know that. It is RPM based. I have hounded Aaron about throttle based boost. I've been told they are working on it. It won't be available, of course, when the ESC gets, dropped, but it's something that they're working on. But I have worked through the RPM based boost, which is not a big deal at all.
Gotcha.
And then in the last 3 months, every single time I have been out with the ESC, I have gone a 1.4 time every time I've been out.
Nice.
I don't know if Aaron wants me to drop like mile an hour, but we'll get into that like later.
Yeah, let's get into that after I go through some features real quick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, Aaron, we're ready for you. It's all eyes on Aaron Klein. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm going to turn the screen on Aaron for a little while. He's going to walk you guys through the software. So here we go. Hang tight, JFab.
Yeah.
There you go,
all right,
brother.
guys.
All you.
All right, thanks, Billy. So this is what we got. We got the basic, which we're all familiar with the basic here. It's just the cutoff voltage, reverse type. I run mine with no reverse. This is just the demo mode, so this isn't going to be my tune. So sorry, guys, you're not going to get my tune this time. But maybe I'll post something out there for y'all. So make note of this. There's a little thing that says disable
Aaron.
Yes.
I've got. Remember what I said? Baby steps. How do you get to that screen right there? So castlecreations.com, guys.
Yep.
And then where do you go?
All right, here I'll tell you what. I'm gonna
start over.
Exit demo mode.
Yep. Demo. Yep.
Let's see if this works. Okay, hold on here. I think I'm just gonna shut the program down and then I'm gonna reopen it.
Start over. Yep. That way everybody can watch it from the beginning. He's gonna go to castlecreations.com, guys.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do that part, but if you go to castlecreations.com and you go to the castle link, there's there's 2 blue circles. You want to click on version 2. Okay. Version 2 is all the new, basically programming and software for the new ESC.
Okay.
So once you do that and get it installed on your computer, you're gonna have a little blue icon like this. If you can see my cursor.
Yep,
so we're gonna click on that. This opens it up, and since I do not have an ESC connected, it's gonna sit idle for a second.
Yeah, a lot of people were asking, but it's sitting idle because it's because it's not connected to an ESC.
Yep. Okay, there we go. You seen it switch. So I didn't do anything. It just sat idle. Now I can access demo mode. So I'm going to go to the drop down box at the top.
Oh, come on, Aaron. Show him your tune, bro.
What are you talking about? That's your tune.
Hey,
it's actually my
JFab's
tune. So don't show nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Show them Titus's tune.
Oh,
no.
Cool. Okay, so you're going to scroll down to the Cobra 8 Ace, the Ghost RC. That's right under the Cobra 8 Ace Castle Edition. So we got that there. We're going to go over, hit demo mode. And there you go. And that's a splash screen. And that's how you know you're on the right page.
Nice.
Okay.
If you guys are just now joining us, I've got Aaron Klein and JFab Garcia from Ghost RC, and guys, he is showing off the new Ghost RC ESC right now. He's showing you guys what you need to do. The only way that you can program these is going to be with a Windows-based computer. He's showing you guys how it works, so bear with us. I know it's not the best, guys, but I don't have a Windows computer, so I apologize. Go ahead, Aaron.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start going through here. We got our basic tab on the left. So your tab's kind of your navigation basically to the different settings. So we got our basic. I think everybody should be familiar with your basic. I always go to no cutoff. We are giving it the beans. No cutoff. You don't need to do anything with the auto lipo volts per cell. The reverse type, we're all familiar. We don't run reverse. Some people do. It's personal preference.
Yo, I still run reverse. I like it.
Okay, well you're like the 1%. Okay, maybe that's why you're so fast. I don't know. Beck voltage. I mean, I always keep mine at 5.5. Here is one little thing that I do want to give everybody a tip, and this is a little tip that I'm going to give you right now. So disable idle beeps. Some people like it because you can hear it beeping and your car's on. I know from SoFlo, I saw a couple of people, they get to the line, or I've seen it many times, but you get to the line, you go pull that trigger and nothing happens. And that's a terrible feeling. Well, so you might want to keep your idle beeps on. That way you can hear the ESC, make sure it's on. I like to disable mine. There could be I haven't backed this up. I haven't tested it, but if you get a beep sequence, as soon as you pull the trigger, it could affect how quick the motor reacts, if that makes sense. So let's move on from there. Let's get to the good stuff. Is there a glare on the computer, Billy?
A little bit, but we're not going to be able to. The problem is that you got a little.
Well, I think it might be. Let me clean my screen because it might have been from my greasy fingers.
True racer.
Oh, that looks
a lot better, brother.
That looks a lot better.
Holy cow!
Yeah, see?
Hey, Aaron, clean your screen from one.
Hey, this phone has been in and out of my pocket about 100 times a day, and I don't even know why I did that. I should have just left it in the car and just forgot about it.
I hear you, brother.
Okay, so the third one down is power, the power tab. This is where we got start power, guys. We're all familiar with how start power works. I mean, at the very top, we got the percentage it's going to put out. And now this is actual percentage. Like when I say actual, we're not blending anything with your ramp, with your curve in the ESC. Start power is like right here, say 40%. It's going to put out 40% power, and it's going to override everything in your radio. There's a feature below it that is start power ramp time. This is how fast the motor starts up. I like to run mine at 5. Now, there's still some testing that I need to do, and I'm excited to do and start messing with some of these features. I mean, we're already going 1.4s, 1.5s, and we're just breaking the surface of all these functions. But start power ramp time, it actually is the amount of time it takes to get from the second you touch that trigger to whatever you're commanding on start power percent, which is a really cool function.
This is one feature that he thought I was going to blow up because I run 1. I want it
Yeah.
as fast as I want.
Yeah, and when you start, there is such a thing of starting a motor too fast. But Jay proved, I mean, you can start it at 1 and it will go. Now, a little theory behind start power ramp time, I haven't quite tested, but if it's too fast, I think maybe that could be the reason why we're snapping axles. If we slow it down a little bit, it may help load up your whole drivetrain before it actually hits the power. If kind of that kind of makes sense. You're taking some of the shock load out, and that's something you guys can play with. I mean, like I said, the possibilities are endless with all the combinations you can do here. The next feature down, now this one's really important. It's start power hold time. So whatever you're commanding for start power, you're going to add, this is going to get complicated, but you're going to add the start power ramp time, and then you have start power hold time. So it's in milliseconds. Now, I would say if you're getting out there on a green track, you probably want to go 50, 60, 70 milliseconds hold time. And as the track starts to get more aggressive, you want to start extending that. Now, this will go all the way up to 250 milliseconds, which, if you don't know milliseconds to seconds, that's 0.25. 0.25 of a second is 250 milliseconds.
So that's like your 6 foot.
Yep.
Like a good 6 foot is 0.4 to like extremely fast 2.1.
Yep. So you can actually hold power for 6 feet, but you want to make sure that you have enough start power in it from the top one up here, So those 3 feet. Actually, this middle feature here, the start power ramp time, you're probably going to set it and forget it, honestly.
Yeah.
But the start power percent and then the start power hold time is going to be one of those features I'm really curious to see once it gets out in the wild on what people come up with. Okay, then we got max power. Obviously, we want 100%. Reverse percentage, set that as you please if you have reverse. Punch control. Now, most of you guys coming from the original Ace, the 6S, I always told you guys to run like 10%, 20% punch control. We no longer need to do that. You do not want to run punch control. You also do not want to run torque control. Even you guys that are trying to tune this ESC with with a cheap radio, if you don't really have any ramping, you don't need that, and you'll see why here in a little bit. All right, we're going to brakes. Pretty self-explanatory. Brake lockout time is basically the time it takes to go from forward. If you go to straight brakes, it's going to lock out that's a half a second. I honestly just kind of leave it to default. Drag brake, if you want to run that, and you got a drag brake ramp, you can click on these little icons here and it'll tell you everything you need to know.
I've been running 15 and I like it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
And then the next tab down under brake is advanced. This is just, your typical stuff. The auxiliary wire mode, which that's, was the same setting that the old Castle stuff had in it. And then you got your throttle deadband, and then you have your calibration data down here. So y'all should be familiar with that. And I will say, people don't blow me up and ask me when this is coming out, when that's coming out, but I will be working on other features, in the future. I just kind of want to see where we stand with the current features we have before I start putting more features in there that cause less confusion, because this might get crazy. Okay, motor.
What do you mean,
The motor
might?
tab. Might. It will get crazy.
It's getting crazy. People are going nuts right now, brother. If you just say buy, they're going to buy.
I don't know. Do you think that should be an option today? Maybe.
Nah. Let's not let them buy today, man.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I might think about it. I'm
Let's
feeling
wait.
pretty good today, Billy.
I feel really good too. Hey, Jay, Aaron. I think we should give one away.
I'm down.
What do you think, Jay?
That's not my call.
No, but what do you think?
I think it would be pretty awesome because I
Eh,
think
do
someone
do I
would
have
enjoy
the
it.
authority to give one away today?
Billy, I will give you the authority to give one away today.
All right, brother. Sweet. You heard the
Okay.
man. I'm going to be giving one away, baby.
All right. You
I'm going to
figure out a
pick
cool way
somebody
to do it.
randomly.
Yeah. Well, just can't be random. You gotta, I don't know,
No,
you
no,
do
no.
something
I
cool.
got this.
Okay. You work on that right now.
I got you.
Okay. Under the motor tab, we have motor direction. 99% of this will be run in reverse, just like the other ES, the original ACE. We want to go to sensorless only, obviously. Now, guys, check this out. RPM limit. Billy,
Woo!
any guess on what that is? RPM limit. I don't think you heard me. So this function, this was a function that I really wanted in the ESC, from my background with cars. This is like a rev limiter. This is going to keep you, when you set it correctly, this is going to keep you from blowing a rotor in your motor, in your favorite motor. If you lose traction, if you
I
shift
mean,
the spur gear,
anything. An
anything,
axle, a spur gear on the line, a rotor, all of that.
all that.
Strip a wheel on the line or a little bit out. It saves everything. Saves the ESC, saves the motor.
Yeah, I mean, this feature, I put a video out of my car sitting there freaking on the rev limiter on the two-step. Like
Yeah.
it works really well. I do want to address this. Everybody, listen to this. So we currently, the software is in electrical RPM. So to make this really simple, if you choose 100,000 RPM here in the rev limiter, that's only going to be 50,000 RPM on a 4-pole motor. You take the electrical RPM, you divide it by 2 when you're running a 4-pole. And that's the way the software is set up. The engineers think that's the correct way to do it. I would love to get a feature out there to where we can switch it so it goes to 4-pole mode. But right now, this is what we got, and this is what we got to work with. It's super simple. Just remember, whatever RPM you're targeting, actual, you need to double it.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the RPM limit. That's one of my favorite functions.
Or like me, you half it. So if it says 50, it's 25. 100, it's 50.
Yep.
I think in half, you think in double.
Yep. Same. So there we go. Okay, let's get the motor timing. Now we're starting to get into the good stuff. All right, we got cheat. So cheat, aka boost. Check this out. Okay, I know everybody's talking about more timing. And I'm telling you, how much timing do you really want? Because I gave you the ability to use all of it if you so desire.
You can't see it, so you got to say it.
Okay, so I just cranked this thing up to 120 degrees of boost timing. Now, obviously, that is not recommended, but the progression of this sport, a crazy motor might drop and we might want to be able to utilize that. Who knows? But it's there for us to use. Now, the boost setting is set up by RPM. Currently, I am pushing for another way to do this, and it's going to be Jay's favorite way to tune with boost. But you set this by RPM. Now, remember, this is also electrical RPM. So if you're running a 4-pole motor, I just set it at 10,000. That means it's actually going to be 5,000 RPM when it comes in. And then you have the end RPM you can select. And if you want to get something different, we can go to custom, and you can put any RPM you want in here, relatively.
And so, just a quick, that's cool because you remember the Ace, it had pre-predicted RPM ranges.
Yeah, you were kind of locked in, and like I was like, man, I really want it to come in here, but then my next selection is 100,000 RPM.
Exactly.
Really, yeah. So
that got fixed.
Yep, this allows you to put in any number you want. Okay, let's move to turbo. And I know this is one of the things that a lot of people have been dying to have. Okay, so I currently have 120 degrees of boost, 10,000 to 12,500. So that's going to be 5,000 start to 6750. That's not what I typically run, but you can put anything you want in there. So turbo timing, you can choose your degrees in the pre-selected status there, or you can go to custom. I'm going to go to custom. I'm going to type in what I want. I'm going to type in 99. And I'm going to crank this baby up too. So currently, if I was to put this tune in my car, I would have 240 degrees of timing. That is very, very bad.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but hey, you guys want the power to tune in your hands and to do anything you want. This is what I'm trying to give you. So use it wisely. I will honestly say if you're using a ghost motor, somewhere in the 70, I mean, try maybe 100. I don't know. Start looking at your data logs. I don't know, but
It's all voltage. People need that's where the log comes in. You
yes,
got to know your volts.
you got to know your volts when you start putting more timing in it. I would say when you go out, start with 70 total timing, just in electronic. Don't worry about the can. Let's just go total timing with the ESC. You will be able to start at 70, check your volts, see how the car acts on the track, put in 5 more degrees, go to 75, start playing with turbo. If you have a timing system, if you have a GNSS, well, that's kind of weird. So whatever you have, watch your mile an hour, watch your volts, watch your RPM, see if you're spinning. Once we get into the data log, there's so much information you can pull from that. Oh, we have an accelerometer in the ESC. You want to see your G-force.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, that's a cool feature. Just got to use that for the first time, a couple outings ago. It is super accurate. And I'll tell you what, all those GNSS units, they're liars.
Yeah.
But we already knew that. Okay, let's get in there. So I just told you about how much timing you can add. Now, how are we gonna set it? So I didn't want to delay because with the times we are running, I believe we don't have time for a delay. That's just my theory on it. So there's no delay, but we have activation percent. You can activate turbo all the way down to 50%. And you can choose anywhere from 50 to 100% by going to custom. Put in whatever percent you want.
So let's explain that just a little bit more.
Okay.
On an R1, the only time turbo comes on is after 100% throttle is met.
Yeah.
This is it's not needed anymore. You can
Correct.
turn turbo on at 50% throttle.
Yep. We can activate turbo at 50% throttle. As low as 50% throttle. We can go anywhere between 50 and 100%. Now, you guys might be wondering, well, how are we going to implement that turbo once we get an activation, point, let's say at 50%, and we have, I'm going to take 120 out. I keep on seeing that number. It just kind of scares me. I'm going to go to 80. So we have 80 degrees of turbo. We have to activate at 50%. Now, how do we change how fast it's coming in? You go to acceleration degrees per second. Now, this is a little different. It took me a second to realize exactly what was going on here, but let me tell you guys how easy you can calculate this. So it's 100 degrees per second is what I got it set at. If you want to break it down into no prep terms, I like to count things by tenths. So you would divide that by 10, or wait, multiply that. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. You would multiply, okay, I'm just gonna say this: 100 degrees per second will give you 10 degrees per tenth. And this, when I look at it, when I pull it up, it's really easy for me. So if I go here and I select 80 degrees per second, I know that I'm going to get 8 degrees per tenth of a second. And this is going to be your ramp, your slew, your slope, whatever you want to call it. It's kind of all the same. It's just numbers. So this is how fast. So if you want to bring the timing in quicker, you're going to go to a bigger number. And then you can go to custom. You can go all the way up to 250 degrees per second, which is going to give you 25 degrees of timing per tenth. Oh, I went to activation percentage. Sorry. Yeah, we can go. I don't know if you guys can even see the numbers, but yep.
It is hard to see, Aaron.
Okay, so I'm just going
That's
to explain.
okay, though, dude. Hey, people are following along, man. I'm watching. You're good.
Cool. All right, man.
No, you're good.
Deceleration degrees per second. Honestly, I'm just going to save your time. You can click this. You can read through it. I leave it at 60. It's not really used in what we do. Some people, you might want to experiment with it. Go ahead, play with it a little bit. That might help, once you let off the throttle. But I will say, when you're in turbo or boost and you go to brakes immediately, like in our situation when we're drag racing, it will pull all the timing out. So the deceleration degrees per second, that's more if you need a lift, like, mid-track you're spinning, and if you're good enough on the trigger to where you can lift. Not like me, I go full neutral. Sometimes I hit the brakes in the middle of the track when I don't intend to. But if you have throttle control, you can play with the deceleration to help keep the timing in the car. So do you see any questions yet, Billy, on that? Because I can't see, obviously,
Brother,
questions.
I got stuff coming from every which way. YouTube, we got. Hey, do you mind if I go over to YouTube and ask some questions really quick?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take a little
Okay,
pause.
really quick. It's not a whole bunch. I've been staying on top of it. Okay, so everybody over there is saying Dastardly Syndicate. He said yes. So Microsoft Surface computer will work.
Perfect.
Jack Stevens uses a Surface, basically a laptop. John Hudkins, Rev Limiter. Paul 815 has his hand up, but he didn't ask a question. And Michael Harris says, can you run 2-pole motors on this as well?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All the numbers are based off of 2-pole numbers.
Yep. And that's in engineering terms. I told them what I wanted, and obviously we had talks of how we should implement things, but I kind of let them, go their own way on developing this stuff. And when I first started seeing these numbers, and then realizing that it's in electrical RPM is what they call it. That's engineering terms. To them, that's just simple for them. Now,
no, let's tell them the real story. You want to tell them the real story?
What's that?
The real story is the first day I went out, I had put the numbers as a 4-pole, and I went through 22 spur gears 10 feet out because of the RPM band that I had. And Aaron hit Castle up and said, hey, this is happening. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, that's 2-pole numbers.
Yeah, that's actually what really happened.
That's the true story.
Yeah, that's the true story. And that's just how they did it. And I'm like, guys, we're primarily running 4 poles here, but that's another topic. But yes, and I did make it. I think I made an update on the Ghost RC page about that, like, because that's the same. It's the same scenario for the 6S as well. Those numbers that we were selecting, that's actually electrical RPM.
Power Mad Racing over on YouTube. So I understand boost and turbo are both RPM applied.
No.
No.
Boost is RPM based. Turbo is a time based.
Time based.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Dave French, did you get that? Ghost is the most. Browntown Racing says, I will try to get my Windows emulator to run it on Android. Okay, let us know.
Awesome. Yeah.
Christopher Schreiber says, this is killer stuff we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
Good.
Castle to the Front by Brandon Lynch, Browntown Racing. Need to let the viewers get the first shot, yo. Hey, I am going to give a ESC away, guys. I'm going to tell you how to do it a little bit later, so just hang tight. And there's one more question in here, brother. Where'd he go? Jay's already answered that one. That's it. That's it over here. Let me pop over here really quick because, dude, I'm on 3 different platforms here.
Okay.
$200. Okay, that's good to know. Aaron Steele says the Microsoft Surface tablets can be picked up for $200, and it's basically a laptop. Nice. Thank you.
Nice. Heck yeah, that's good to know.
That is good to know. For a couple $100, I mean, it's like buying an iPad, right?
Yeah.
No, an iPad is so much more expensive.
Oh yeah, iPad. Yeah. Oh
Right,
yeah.
right,
Yeah,
right,
they are.
right. Jimmy Lee, he asked, what's the best FDR to use on the Cobra?
It's
Man,
all motor based. It's motor based.
yes. It's still it's you know, it's kind of crazy because with these 4 poles when they first came out, you know, we were running 7.2, 7.8 FDR, and then all of a sudden, I think the prep had a lot to do with it, but we went, you know, up in the eights, and then it's like now I hear guys running up into tens. I mean, heck, I even seen a guy talking about 11 FDR.
Yeah. So I explained this to a guy today. He asked me, "You're not going to change anything in your car but the ESC. You're not going to take the FDR out of the car. All you're going to do is change the ESC. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And you're gonna put a tune in it where you feel that your R1 was at, and then you're gonna build from there."
yep. And I agree with that for sure. That's probably the best way to do it. So that way you're not changing too much at one time, because you know, like I said, there is a lot of stuff in here, and you're gonna have to spend a lot of time testing, and you don't want to go crazy. If you have an FDR that you like currently, stick with it, and then start tuning around it. And once you get
Yeah, it
comfortable with the
doesn't.
software,
My
yeah,
FDR has never changed. I've
yeah,
never changed my FDR. I'll give people a little bit of a tip. If they do run a throttle based boost, go look at your logs and see where you're hitting 100% throttle at what RPM, and that's where you're gonna want to start your end RPM at, and then you're gonna build from there, less or more based off of voltage, mile an hour, if your car is spinning mid track, things like that. So if you've never ran RPM based, just go to your log, see where you're typically 100% throttle, and that's where you're gonna want to set it, and then you're gonna tune around that.
yeah. I agree with that. That's a good way to start for sure. So I got about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna get moving over here. Let's go to the logging. So this is all the timing, and I will put out some better video, or I'll put some videos out for this, explaining the functions and maybe some tips here and there for you guys. I do have a YouTube channel. It's Ghost.rc. So I'll go ahead and I'll once I get them made, I'll post there so you guys can follow along and really dive in. Okay, we
That
got
would be really
logging.
good, Aaron, if you did yourself a nice video. You and are you and Jay going to do it together?
We could do something like that, yeah. But I mean, I plan on doing just video just covering all the functions in the ESC. I don't want to bore Jay with that. You know, I've already had to explain it to him so many times.
Yeah.
So, so check this out. So we're on the logging tab. Now you have all these little check marks. You can go through here, and if you don't want Beck voltage, I usually don't run it. I just uncheck it. I mean, honestly, motor temperature, I freaking send it. I don't care. But this one down here, it says acceleration. You want that checked because that is your accelerometer in the ESC. And then we obviously have motor timing down at the bottom. That's checked. You definitely want that because in your logs, you're going to be able to see how much motor timing you're getting and when you're getting it. So it is a key tuning tool. I actually use it all the time. I know Jay, he just freaking puts a tune in there and he just sends it down the track. And I don't know how he goes so fast all the time, but I got to be looking at my data. And I'm telling you, all the data we're offering everybody, it is priceless.
Yes, it is.
And
When I
another
get
thing,
home.
yeah, right. Yeah. When you get home and you call me up and I have to log into your computer. So this thing down here, it says controller orientation, power wires to the front. I bet everybody's going to be running power wires to the front. And what that is for, that's so the accelerometer kind of knows its orientation in the car to give you the correct data. So one thing cool with the logging, if you go out and test, like we've already kind of mentioned it, Jay goes out and runs all day, and then he gets back home and hits me up. This thing has circular logging. which means it's going to save like probably up to 40, 50 runs. And you can always go back and you can check your logs at the end of the day. So what it does is once it gets filled up, it takes your last, I'd say your first log, and then it erases it, and then it converts it over to the new log. One thing you want to do, you want to make sure your sample frequency is at 20 samples per second. That means you're getting a data point every 0.05 per second, which is really fast.
And it's important because that's where you can see how much timing is coming in, how fast.
How fast, yeah. I mean, because it's crazy because, you know, as much as this hobby has progressed, I mean, to get us, you know, to be able to accurately read the data, you know, you do need to see everything 0.05 because a lot goes on in a tenth of a second. So you're going to get 2 data points in a tenth of a second. Okay, moving on to throttle curve. Hey, look at that. We got a nice big throttle table now. It's not some little tiny thing in the corner. And another thing on the bottom right here, it says mouse location. So if you just want to make a quick and dirty curve, do whatever, you can actually see where the input from the radio percent is and where your output power is from the point location down in the bottom right corner.
So yeah, X and Y. You see
X
both.
and Y. Yep. And then we have this feature too. You go to add point, and let's say I want to bring the bottom of my first dot up to, I'm going to put here. So input from radio, I want it to be immediately. I'm going to go 0.0001. Then I'm going to tab down to the next output from the ESC to the motor. At the very beginning, it's going to go, let's go 50%. And then you guys are going to watch it shift. Boom. So it just put a dot there where you commanded.
Nice.
And yep. And you can add up to, I believe it was 9 or 10 dots.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you how many dots you could add.
Yeah. And if I run to the, you know, once it gets out there, I'm going to get people's feedback. If we need more dots, you know, I can push for that. But right now I feel like that's enough. If we want more, I'll see what I can do. Okay. The next tab is your brake curve. Pretty much same thing. I leave mine linear. Your reverse curve. Don't use reverse. Don't care. All right. You guys ready for this? This is another cool feature. I think this is going to blindside a lot of people.
I love it.
Billy.
I'm ready.
I ran a 1.71 with a Traxxas radio.
No kidding? Oh, you did tell me that. Yes, you did tell me that.
This is for the guys getting, and this is the reason why I did this, man. And I'm telling you, I'm looking out from the guy just getting into the hobby to the guy who's racing for the $20,000 purses.
That's cool.
You know, I wanted this ESC to cover all the bases. And this is the reason why I added this program throttle, we call it. You can go in here, so you go to the drop down, and you will pick. So I'm just going to go 1 second. So now we have a graph that popped up. Now, just like the throttle table I showed you guys, you can go in here and set your curve, but this is going to be actually output to the motor of power as far as power. So you can get in here and you make kind of like a crazy curve. And the only difference is on the bottom, on the X axis, it's going to show, like this one here says 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. So you know where you're at after you activate it by the throttle percent that you set it to. It's going to run through this ramp and you will know exactly how much power you're outputting at what time you're outputting it. And I'm going to be honest, I went out, I just wanted to test the feature to make sure it works. And I just kind of made a crazy curve. I set the car down, I put my start power in it, and it freaking, I think it rolled like a 1.8. And then I just changed my time scale. I brought it into like 0.9 seconds, and it freaking went at 171 at like 89 mile an hour. I was just like, all right, cool. This works. This is crazy. I do want to spend some time and see how fast I can get going with the Traxxas radio. That's a goal.
That's awesome. You know, there was people asking if you could use different radios too.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Travis Barnard says, is the boost ever gonna be throttle based?
That is really, really high on the list.
Very high on the list.
Hey, Travis, it's very high on the list.
Very high on the list. Matter of fact, it's the first thing on the list.
Nice. Leo
And,
Aguilar says, how is it on 3S?
I haven't tested on 3S, man. I've literally been using this in a no prep situation. I mean, I know everything works how it should. Buy one and tell me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is drag no prep. Specific is what we did this for, or what Aaron did this for.
Yeah.
So
I will say that it is rated. So Castle's version, it's a 6S rated. My version is 4S only, and that's part of the hardware changes we had to do. We're trying to maximize everything we can with a 2S battery, obviously, because this ESC was built for no prep drag racing. And by doing that, we had to make some changes to where, we can only run 4S. So that's where we're at with that. So it's 4S max. I know there's probably some good applications out there in some of the other drag racing where they want to run more voltage. You can run up to 4S, no problem. And I know.
Sorry, man. I'm still got. I got, dude. I got questions coming everywhere. Jared Mills, I do believe they're going to be. He's going to let everybody know when they're going to go on sale in just a little bit. Luis Wyke Jr. I'm going to badger his name. Can you still build custom curves? The answer is yes.
Yep.
I run a curve in the ESC.
Can you extract data logs to text files?
To TXT files, yeah. By default, they're going to come as a CSV file, and you would have to convert them.
Okay.
Or you can just email it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You can email the log.
Got it. That was from Exalted RC. Jeremy White, James Goddard. They're going to test them. Price is $259.99. Is that right, Aaron?
That's correct.
Okay, perfect. Jimmy Lee, thank you. Jimmy Lee. FDR is not ESC based; it's motor based. There is no best.
Right. That is true.
Jimmy Lee says I'm an 8.4. Omar is going to be selling JFab's FDR for 99 cents. Will the log read 4? Will the log, AJ, will the log read 4 pole or 2?
It reads 2 pole.
2 pole. Got it.
So you got to half it. Yeah, you got to half it.
Omar wants 3. Stu Max says I could do a nice live next. Okay. Everybody just says take our money, dude. Every race is going to have laptops everywhere. You know what? Just be patient, man. Hopefully something will come out later for you guys.
I was asked that, like, how do I like the laptop? I was always, like, skeptical about Wi-Fi because I physically can't see it going into the ESC.
Yeah.
When it's on the computer, you see this little blue bar, and it's like, complete.
Oh, really?
I know what I put into the computer is going into the computer. I'm not saying that it ever failed Wi-Fi wise. It's just like more peace of mind to me that I know it went into the computer. I physically hooked up to it.
This is a good question, Aaron. Kevin Battles says, can we order it already somewhat set up?
No, because so Castle is doing all my fulfillment. I do have another company that keeps me busy during the winter time, and I'll just kind of give people information on this too, or during the summertime. Sorry, I get really busy, and I'll be the first to admit I suck at shipping. Like, I there's something about shipping, man. I mean, and I got all set up where I can ship stuff from my house. Print the labels, box it up. I got plenty of boxes. I got packing material. But man, I'll make it to like fulfilling the order, getting it all ready to go. But somehow that thing just sneaks right by me when I leave the house. And So I have Castle doing all that. So there's, I mean, unless I go up there and I get the inventory, which I can do, and then I go, you know, and grab it, put it here, and then ship it out myself. That'd be the only way. So no, in a short, no.
No. Kevin Battles, the answer is no. Hey, Kevin, we love you and everything, but that's too much work. Hey, Jimmy Lee on Facebook says, so there's no need for a high-end remote. That is correct.
That is correct.
Kevin Battles, so this will all overpower what is in the radio. Okay, wait. Let me make sure I read this right. So this will all overpower what is in the radio, so there won't be that much of a need for a radio such as a Futaba or M17.
No, you still. So Aaron explained it. He went out with the Traxxas radio.
Right.
Yeah.
For the people that want to do that can't afford a Futaba or an M17. Is it going to perform better with the Futaba or M17? 100%. Well, locally, you go to local races and you're like, man, all I can afford is a regular controller for right now. That's what that is for. That's what's awesome about what Aaron did. And again, Aaron only went out one time. We don't know the max. I've never tested it. I haven't gone in there and like messed with it in that aspect wise because I was testing everything for big races. And that's because that's the market right now. But this is a ESC that anyone can buy, even if you have a Spectrum controller, Traxxas controller, a low-C controller, and you're like, man, I want to get into this, but I'm not going to go to these big races where they're running 1.4s, 1.3s over 100 miles an hour. Yeah. But I can go a 1.6 or a 1.7, like that controller, this ESC will get you there. And the sky's the limit because we were, like Aaron says, we don't know what it can do yet. We haven't dove into that aspect yet.
Well, everybody's selling the remotes.
It froze on me or something glitched on me. I don't know if you still got me, Billy.
Yeah, I do, but I don't know what happened to my phone.
Yeah, something glitched out.
Dude, I have no idea.
It's a big echo.
Hold on. Hold, please.
I'll turn my volume down.
Please. Hang on, guys. I'm rebooting. I'm booting my.
I don't know what's going on with my stuff. Oh well. Stand by, Aaron. Are you there, Aaron?
Okay.
Are you there, Aaron?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, but
check.
Yeah, but I don't know what's going on with my stuff.
I don't know what's going on with my stuff today.
I just all of a sudden got back feed. I don't know, dude. Sorry, guys. I'll do the best I can. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Is it bad? No, I don't hear it.
Should we jump off and come back on?
Maybe. I don't hear it. Okay. I just hear it in my headset.
Check.
We already talked about is it 3S compatible, right?
Yep, it's 4S compatible.
Aaron, you're froze. Go out and come back in.
Okay.
All you gotta do is go
out and come right back in.
I think it's Aaron's phone. Hang on, guys. There he goes. Okay.
Is it better?
Hey, Jay, hold on. Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I have no idea what it was his. You know what happened? He froze up, and then we got that feedback.
Yeah, his phone was acting crazy. You know what I wanted to mention this, but I didn't mention it, Billy.
Yep.
The beauty of setting your car down and saying a prayer, doing whatever you're doing in your head, and knowing I'm not about to pop $300.
Yeah, that's a big thing, man. For you to even say that right now, Jay, that's huge, man.
It's huge, man. It's so huge right now because you know, I go out and I'm testing other things for different companies, right? And I'm like, man, I'm putting a ghost in it because I can't afford to test something that's gonna pop and it's $300 a pop every time it does this, you know? And it's just beautiful when someone, you know, the people that I'm sponsored by, hey, will you test this? Heck yeah, I'll test it. Because I will go out and know in the back of my mind, man, I'm not about to pop $300 worth of an ESC, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
and I said this to Aaron, look, this is nothing against, you know, Steve and R1. Steve has come out and said this is not a drag racing ESC, and we all get it. But at the time, it was the fastest thing available. But now this ESC is going to be faster. It is faster. I've been faster. I've been more mile an hour, and I've done it multiple and multiple and multiple times and not blown up the ESC.
that's wild, dude. Wild.
What's the fastest you've been, Jay? I don't know. I kind of missed the part of the conversation.
I
but
don't think
know if
he
you
should
brought it.
say this. Hold on a second, Aaron. I don't think Jay should say this because I know how
Yeah.
fast he's going to say.
I mean, I know it. You know, honestly, I don't think it was a fluke because I just think it was a pass where
I
he
haven't
got
said
traction.
that yet. I haven't said that yet. That's
Okay.
still tumbling in my head if I should say it.
You can say it, dude. Say it.
So I've been 130s with the ESC 3 times. Titus did it twice. I did it once. The 130, I want to say, I think mine was like 98.8 miles an hour. Titus was in the same 97. I did some crazy stuff Aaron told me not to do. Titus's car went 110 miles an hour.
There it is.
Yeah.
We didn't back it up. We backed it up with 102, 103, but I kept blowing tires. And I mean, the cars, I mean, you see it blowing, you see it in the log at 100 and 110, 115 feet. So,
You know,
I know this, and I even said this in you know, a group text today. My timing is the TrackMate timing system. It has never given me some wild, like, high number. It's actually always been lower. When it went, Titus did it, and I wish I would have got it on video. It was it looked, Brad Waldrick was there, and we looked at each other, and I'm like, holy freak, that was fast. And we looked, and I'm like, no way, this thing just went 110 miles an hour. I looked at the log showed some crazy RPM, and I'm like, I called Aaron immediately, and I'm like, dude, Titus just went 110 miles an hour.
that's crazy.
Look, guys, I don't know if it's true. I know that when I tried to replicate it, I kept going 102 and 103. But I'm blowing tires going 102 and 103 miles an hour.
It's crazy.
So
Crazy.
do whatever you want with that. I don't really care. I know what the car looked like. I know what fast is. I know how fast I've been. I know that Titus blew the doors off of everybody on Sunday at the race. I know when they saw his car and my car in practice, they knew, holy crap, this car is really, really fast. Every time I've been out with the ESC and I've been testing it and my local guys come, they're like, oh my God, can I buy it right now? I wouldn't be on this live right now. Aaron knows this. Billy, you know this. I take a lot of pride in my work just as a professional person. Everyone's seen my work and what I do. It's top notch. I can't wait for Frank Ulbrich and Joey Davis.
All of them. Everybody.
Mark Klein, Frank Greer, Clay, you know, Ryan Clay. I can't wait for these guys to get this ESC and see what they're going to do with it. Then the group of the guys that we have. on the Ghost RC team. I can't wait for these guys to get it and start showing numbers of what they're doing. And I can't wait to get to a road where there's prep 132 feet out, because I'm going to guarantee you're going to see a freaking crazy mile an hour. Hint, hint, 120 turbo, 120 boost.
Oh, God. Here we go. Hey, I got to tell you, I got to tell you something, Aaron and Jay. I got to tell you this, dude. I'm looking at comments, man. This controller thing, man, people are going crazy for the, not having to use a high-end controller.
No.
Dude,
And
look at the comments, man. Everybody's like, my son can finally race. I don't have to spend $600. It's a big thing, Aaron. For you to bring out a new ESC and for guys to not have to spend that much money on remotes, dude, that's huge.
No, and that was one of my main features I wanted in there. And, really, like, we kind of put it together real quick. I'm like, yeah, that seems good. And I tried it. And I'm like, guys, I just went like a 171, like on my third pass, not even trying. I mean, I just threw some crap at the wall and it stuck. And I'm like, so my goal here, like if the weather holds out, I'll be posting some 1.5s, I guarantee, with the Traxxas radio.
Yeah, dude, that's good.
And
you should.
And when it comes out, definitely give feedback to Aaron, like how you're doing with the ESC with that remote, or with whatever remote you're doing.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, guys. I mean, I'm a racer. I like to keep my secret. I got my secrets, just like I know Jay and everybody else has their secrets. There's some stuff we'll share. But we always got that little something in the pocket that we keep, for ourselves. But this is my hard work, and this is my I guess secret to everybody. This thing, with everything that's put into it, how tough it is. This is my contribution to the NPRC. And, I'm still willing to help anybody. I'm not going to give you my full tune, but as far as like the if you want to run a cheap radio, I'll post that up. I mean, I have no problem doing that. But yeah, I mean, but so, like I said, this is my contribution to NPRC, and hopefully people take this product and they have fun again. And we can run the fast times, and we take NPRC from the level to now and move it up another notch, like happened last year.
And it's gonna be fun, because when you go to SummerSlam and you go to Super Chips and you go to these different places, that the people that don't have money to buy 3 R1s, because that's how you have to compete these days, you can go to these big races and be like, man, I could set my car down, and if it don't go, whoop-de-doo, my ESC's still good.
Yeah. Now, Jay, you say that, and I know that our testing, you've done probably more brutal testing than I have, and I've done a lot of brutal testing, because my name is on this product, and I wanted to make sure it was 100%. I probably could have released it, sooner, but there were some things that I just I kind of had my doubts about, and I have no doubt in my mind that this product is as strong as we could possibly make it. And that's with Castle backing me. And we already know how strong Castle products are.
Yep.
And we went above and beyond. And honestly, the story you told me the other day about Titus's car on the line, that blew my mind.
Okay, Wednesday was a deal breaker, guys. I don't think y'all know how much sleep. I don't have no money invested in this thing, but I have all my time, and I love Aaron to death for what he's doing. And I'm telling y'all, me and Aaron had a heated discussion on Wednesday, and it was to the point to where Aaron asked me, he's like, should I release it? And this is where I give credit to Castle, man. They fixed the problem immediately. And when they fixed it, and Aaron went out and he sent me text messages of videos and what was going on, I called Aaron. I said, bro, this is it. It's over. It's a game changer. It's done. The ESC's fixed. like, let's go full throttle with this. This is 100%. It's a game changer.
Nice.
And it was awesome for Castle to get on it. And they've got on it every single time, though, when we really think about it, Aaron. When
Yeah,
we
oh,
had
they
a
did.
problem, but there was a glitch of what was going on. And, dude, if anyone thinks that, someone can type up a code and all the stuff that goes on in these ESCs, man, good luck, bro. Try to figure it out. It took a lot of time to do this, and Aaron was right. Aaron could have dropped this months and Aaron could have dropped it when the first day I had it and I went a 150, but there was just little things that we wanted to perfect. And at this point right now, it has been perfected. When we get boost by throttle, it'll be perfect. but I'm just joking. Man, this is big, man. I'm so freaking pumped. I'm so excited.
Okay, slow down, JFab. We got a lot of questions. Here we go. This is going to be for both of you. Let's go, JFab, on this one. Will a capacitor be needed for this ESC?
So,
okay, let's clear that up. Yes.
Sorry, Aaron.
Yeah. The amount of
no difference from on R1 has
the amount of current.
No difference.
Yeah, it's no difference. And really what we did, there are more capacitors in this thing now. That's part of the reason why we had to drop down to 4S, because we wanted to get a handle on the ripple. Now, I highly, highly recommend running a capacitor. There's just the amount of current we are pulling, and it's insane. I've seen 765 amps of current through this ESC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
and
Aaron has the guy that has capacitors that are 11 grams.
Yeah.
So I don't know what an R1 capacitor is, but no different. R1 has the capacitor. This ESC has the capacitor. No different.
It's a must. There's a lot of things that go on. I'm not going to dive into it, but there's a lot of things that go on that it helps the ESC manage all the crazy amps we're pulling. So yes, 100%, you got to run a capacitor with it. FlowPack has some really good options out there. Unfortunately, I do not have any on my website currently. I do have the Castle Cat Pack. So if you do not have one and you guys want to purchase,
I have a Castle. Which one I have? The 8S.
Yeah, you got the 8S. Yeah,
I have the big one on mine.
Yeah. So the Castle 8S Cat Pack is what I have on the website, ready to go. And one thing I want to show you guys. Let me get it real quick.
Hey, Jay.
And so while he's off, I'm going to tell you this, Billy, for everybody, and this is going to come up. Is the ESC heavier? Yes.
It's heavier.
It's 85 grams heavier.
It's 85 more grams heavier?
Than an R1.
Interesting.
But let me ask you this. Would you take 85 grams and set your car down and know you're not going to blow your ESC up and still go at 1.3 over 100 miles an hour?
You think?
So when someone wants to try to create, oh my God, it's so heavy, think about what you're about to say online because it's heavy compared to I can drop my car and go a 1.3 and a 1.4 over 100 miles an hour and not brake. So think about that before you want to go online and say something.
Yeah.
What do you think is supposed to happen? They're putting components into something that the prep was not 2 years ago.
Correct.
It wasn't a year ago.
Yep.
You have to compensate for something like that. I will tell you this though, and I don't like telling people this because it's my car. Even though that the ESC is 85 grams heavier than an R1, my car still weighs 2105.
Nice.
So you can take that into consideration. Yeah. Figure out how to make your car lighter if you want to shed that weight.
All right. Matthew Ramirez, that was for you. Powered Man Racing says, how many dots will there be in the throttle curve?
9. We had talks of putting more into it. I actually honestly haven't even checked to see if there's more.
Okay. So as it stands right now, Aaron.
We didn't say this. There is a linear curve that you can make, and then there is a curve you can make. So when it's 9, it's not like like this, like in a sand wall. It will actually make a curve with the
Yeah.
9 dots. It
Yeah.
will smooth it out for you.
Yep.
Got it.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Yep.
Perfect.
Paul 815 says, will there be a software update to fix the RPM for 4-pole motors?
I mean, really, there's no update needed. I know what he's asking. It's not like it's a problem. That's just how the engineers put it in the code. I'm not going to answer that yes or no because it's something I talked about, but I just don't want to put out any false information and, have people message me a month from now being like, hey, when's this going to be released? Hey, when's it going to be released? All I can say is I understand it would be way easier if it was in actual 4-pole. I will push for it. And, when it happens, everybody's going to know. Okay. That's the best I can do.
Okay.
As for now, just do the math in your head. It's not impossible.
Yeah, it's super easy. Like I said, once you get comfortable with it, and the first time you open up that data log, you're gonna freak. But let me tell you, after spending a couple days with it, it's just like clockwork now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Power Mad Racing says RPM boost is going to be hard to manage if you knock the tire off. Could you explain more to help?
Yes.
Oh, we lost Aaron.
Oh, we lost him again?
Okay,
Oh,
so I'll explain it.
Yeah, go.
This is one of the things that I had, talked to Aaron about was like, hey, when we knock the tires off, it's going to hit the moon. It's going to hit the moon. I'm going to tell y'all a key. Use turbo activation to your benefit. That's all I'm going to say.
Sorry, guys. I got a phone call.
No, you're good, dude. No worries. No worries. I got Jay's got me, man. We're good.
Yeah. Hey.
Okay, so Power Mad Racing,
I don't know.
Dave.
Did you hear that, Aaron?
I did not hear that.
Okay, so basically what I said, yes, if you get into a situation where it knocks your tires off because you're an RPM base, I said a very key, and you got to do your own testing because this is, it's a part of the process. Use turbo activation to the most.
Yes.
And it will help you with that part until we can get boost by throttle.
Boost by throttle. Now, Jay and I kind of have a different, well, we have the same idea of like, why boost by RPM can be bad for no prep. Now, I've used it a lot. I've been running the OG Ace since last year, and obviously the 6S prior to that. I really don't have problems with it on this new ESC. It's just, it's like the power delivery is so much smoother that it doesn't affect it the way like the OG Ace used to. And so
it's not a light switch.
It's not a light switch. This thing is smooth. It's smooth. But yes, there is that where if you start to spin and your RPM goes up, you're going to get timing added, which is going to start exacerbating the problem, and you're going to spin more. Now, I honestly have not ran into that situation, but I do understand that it could happen, and that's why I am pushing for the boost by throttle.
Yeah, but again, just a tidbit. Remember, you want to run a bunch of boosts, you're going to have an RPM band.
Yep.
If you want to band-aid that or you want to fix that, run a little boost and a whole lot of turbo. That fixes it.
Yep.
That's Absolutely. My tuning 101 for today.
That's all you're going to get from Jay today, guys.
That's it from Jay. Browntown Racing, Aaron. Really, I'm almost done with YouTube questions. Okay, let's get through these really quick, okay? Browntown Racing says, so is program throttle override throttle curve, or is program throttle assuming radio input?
Okay, so this is how program throttle works. You build your curve you build your curve, and then you have an activation. There's another drop-down box up top that has activation. So you can drop it down to 10%. So as soon as you pull that trigger at 10%, it starts to take over. Now, if you have start power initialized in it, start power is going to go first. Start power is activated once you come out of dead band. So you got your neutral point. So as soon as you come out of that dead band of neutral, start power is active. Start power overrides anything as far as, if you're tuning through your radio or if you're using the program throttle. Once start power drops off, it's going to go to the curve that's either in the radio or it's going to go to the curve that's in program throttle. And that's as simple as that. That's how it works.
Yep.
Roland Patterson says this crap's about to get real. Jim C says the ghost.rc website is acting up. Cannot access the Cobra 8 Ace web page. I'm sure there's a million people on it, Aaron.
Well, there's probably a lot of people checking, and I've actually, for some reason, I was seeing some glitches on my computer. I don't know if you see me guys messing with it. I went ahead and just hid the visibility of it. And one thing I want to address real quick, I was not going to release the product, a set date. I'm thinking about doing something a little sooner, if you know what I mean. So I had to make it quick and dirty. I had to make it quick and dirty. So it's not the best right now, but it's going to work. So I want to say this real quick. Everybody, if you're watching, if you want a switch plate, this goes on. It's actually on the website. You can go take a look at it. Better picture. It's under the accessory tab. It's a switch plate. So it mounts to the top of the ESC with the 4 existing screws that come with it. And then you're going to mount the switch in here, and I'll provide 2 screws that bolt the switch, the factory switch. And then on this side, it kind of overhangs the side of the ESC, and you can mount your cat pack to it. You can cut it off if you're mounting your cat pack somewhere else.
Nice.
This is something I got.
There you go.
Hey, hang on, Jay. Let me wait. Let me move it over. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. Okay.
There you go. So it cleans everybody up. I know everybody's about these little tidbits, so I wanted to get on the ball and have this available for everybody.
Looks good.
Yep. So everybody, I would say, if you don't have a cat pack, go to the website, put a capacitor pack in your cart, and I would say go put a switch plate in your cart right now. And you're going to find out why here in a second.
Hey, Aaron, does the flow pack cap work?
Yes, I'm running the flow pack. I've tested a lot of his caps.
Titus has it on his too, right, Aaron?
Yep, that's the one I sent with it. Yeah.
Show that in the camera there, Aaron.
I don't know if you kind of see that.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it looks good.
Okay. Yeah, so this was nice. He makes the version that has 2 wires, or the wires that come out on each side.
You can see it right there.
Yep. I like mounting it on the front, and then I can keep the wires as short as possible. And it's super clean. His cat packs work great. I've tested a lot of them. I will say, when you get to his real big cat packs, I think King of the Streets had an issue with people running those capacitors that were so big that it would actually power the car down the track. Those to me, they don't take care of the issue that a cat pack should be taken care of. We're trying to control ripple voltage. So the littler cat packs, which is nice because we're saving weight, they work well. And unfortunately, I don't have any cat packs from Jason. I was trying to work with him to get an order in to have them on the website so people can buy them directly from my site. If he's watching, then Jason, get at me. I can still add them to the site, and then for future sales, I would love to carry the product.
But Castle's cat packs work perfectly fine.
Yep, it works perfectly fine.
And they've got them in stock. That's what I have on my car.
Yep.
Roland Patterson says, Aaron, you are the man. Thanks for all the hard work, brother.
Well, hey guys, it's all for everybody in NPRC. I mean, I'm just a dude doing something out of passion. And fortunately, it's benefiting everybody else, and I tell you what, I mean, if I had it my way, I would just make the CSC for myself just so I can use it and dominate.
Hey, just call it the Aaron and Jay ESC.
Nah. I couldn't do that, man. I tell you, you know, I'm obviously not going to get into financials, but it's there's a lot of R&D and a lot of time and money in this project. And you know, if I believe 100% it's going to perform just the way everybody is anticipating. It's going to take some work. You got to figure it out. Don't be afraid to put power in the car. You know, this is one thing I think Jay can agree on is I would rather in testing when I'm trying to figure stuff out, I would rather spin a little bit than stick and break parts. Because what was that we had a disagreement on the other day, Jay? You got to have enough power in the car.
You gotta have enough power in the car. If not, you're gonna start breaking stuff.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So, you know,
But
that's
this
just
is
one thing.
this the beauty again. Get the ESC and go have fun. Go test every weekend. I'm testing 2 times a week to give Aaron feedback. You
I
can
got to get
get
my
the
car.
ESC and you can go out every weekend, Saturday and a Sunday, and Billy, no, I'm not going to break this thing. That's the beauty of it. That's the fun, you know?
Sorry, I'm working right now. I'm trying to. My
No.
wife's going to do something for you here, Aaron. Hang on. There we go. You know, I'll tell you guys this. You know, to all the racers that are out there, I'll tell you this. I talked to Jay earlier today, and to hear Jay talk about, you know, I'll have to walk. I'll have to step easy too, Jay. Guys, this ESC is the real deal, man. You know, when Jay called me earlier and what he was telling me, I couldn't believe it. I was like, man, if this is real, man, you guys get ready to get a new ESC and get ready to ride. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
It's going to be good, man.
I had I'm not going to say his name. If he's listening, he knows who he is. He goes, Jay, is the ESC 95% of an R1? And I said, homie, it's 100%. And he's like, that's it. And I said, yep, that's it.
Wow.
So if you're, you know, on the, you know, and I know even a couple people in a text message in a group that I'm in, they're like, man, I've got 4 or 5, you know, R1s. I don't need it. No, you need it. You need to get it. You need to test it. Because you're never going to look back. I have 4 R1s brand new in a box, and I'm going to be honest with you, Billy, and Aaron knows this. I didn't even put them up for sale because I don't want to be that type of person, like in a negative way, even against R1 or Steve. You know, I'm gonna keep the R1s and if
Yeah.
but like I just didn't want to go on this all out spree and be like, oh, let me get my money out of these R1s before the Ghost ESC sells. That way I can get my money back.
Yeah.
I didn't even do that, and I could have, you know, but I didn't. This ESC, dude, it's a game changer for this sport that we really really love.
Yeah.
A lot of people traveled. I traveled the country last year with my son. I get to have the best. Look, once my son hits 16, dude, he's gone. You know, I get to have these exciting times to go out with them. Look, I'll tell you right now, this year I couldn't afford 10 ESCs. You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, in 6 months, I would have gone through $5,000 of ESCs.
That's
Of
crazy.
how many times I know I would have blown it up.
Mm.
So people got to think about that and that. So this is gonna open up people. Hey, you know what? I don't got to spend six to $900 on 3 ESCs. I could go to this race now. You know, that's big when you look at it financially like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen, Jay. I'm at most of them. I get it. I see it firsthand.
Yeah. And you know, and once again, you know, I'm 110% confident in the speed controller, but you know, I'm going to say it, you know, there's going to be failures, you know, it's electronics when it comes down to it. You know, I mean, when Castle builds things, they expect a certain percentage that comes off of of their line that it's just not up to par. That fails, right?
Yep.
It's just part of it.
That's
And you know what?
everybody.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, there's no warranty with the ESC. It's just like the original Ace, because I know what we're putting these things through, guys. Especially with all these new, you know, the added timing and everything. It's going to be a learning curve. You know, if somebody gets a product, and I know there's tons of people out there that, you know, that I'm speaking to, that have contacted me and be like, hey man, I got the CSC, you know, I literally hooked it up and something weird's going on. They contacted me through the website. I got back with them. I made it right. And I know there's a handful, not a lot, you know, honestly, I was pretty surprised really. You know, and I'm sure there's other instances that I don't know about, you know, the original ESC blowing up. You know, it's going to happen, but I'm really, really confident that it's not going to be like a huge issue. And another thing I want to add to, you know, we're talking about, you know, R1, you know, Jay, that's what you run and or what you were running, and you know, I don't want anybody to think that, you know, I dislike R1, you know, and their products. I don't personally run them, obviously, you know, but I have to thank them for producing what they produce, because by taking the hobby to the level it's at today, that motivated me to make something you know, competitive. And you know, if they did not have that product out, and you know, some of the issues they have obviously drove me to find a better solution for it. But you know, so I can't knock them, and I don't knock anybody else's, you know, product that's out there. But you know, bring it on. You know, unless you're going to go out there and blatantly copy a product that I put out, like I don't have a problem with competition. I want competition,
Yeah,
you know, because I think that's good for everybody. It's good
it
for the
is.
hobby.
Yep.
And you know, the one thing, um, I don't. I'm just gonna say it. You know,
Yeah.
I, I came out with my motor and it got knocked off, and I can prove it 100%. It got knocked off.
Oh boy.
And yeah, okay, I'm not trying to turn this to bad, but
No, no, you're good, dude.
I want to put this in a light a lot of people probably don't realize, you know. And I did drop the price on my product to not really be competitive, but just to kind of do it, you know, because I don't want to play the pricing games. But I got a lot of motors that I ordered because I knew that they were a force to be reckoned with, especially when you pair them with this ESC. It's almost like we let the cart out before the horse, if you get what I'm saying. So when you pair that motor with this ESC that can handle the current that motor is wanting, you know, the wattage that it's requiring, you know, you're going to get a freaking powerhouse. So my motor got copied, and you know, I just want to let everybody know kind of how that affects everything. So now I had to lower the price on my motor, which, okay, everybody's thinking, great, we can get this motor for cheaper. But what it did is now my margin is cut. So now the money that I am putting into this company to grow it, to bring products like this new ESC to you guys, that got cut down, you know, by copycats. And I know I'm not the first company that's had a motor copied, and you know, yada yada yada. I'm over it, but I just want to put that out there that when a company does that, it hurts everybody, because now financially with the RC business, I have less capital that I'm going to be able to reinvest back in the company to bring a better
More
products,
products, yeah.
if that makes sense.
Absolutely. 1,000%.
So that's all I want. I'm not going to name drop, but I think
Nope.
people probably know.
And
It,
Aaron drives a Volkswagen, guys. It's not a Ferrari, and he's a millionaire that is backed by $1 million companies making this thing. Just to let y'all
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's literally, dude. I mean, I make my money the hard way. I've been fortunate with my other business, and then also I've been fortunate with the opportunities that Castle gave me to go down this path. You know, so I truly feel blessed to be in this position, and I would love to take, you know, like everything that I've been given and give it back to the people of the community. So
Love it.
yes.
Ruben Ortiz, what's total timing?
Total timing. So, I mean, if you really want to throw 240 degrees at a motor, you can. Um, Obviously, not recommended. I would try to cap your total timing at about 100. And that's being really brave. That's having the best battery out there. That's knowing your tune up. That's knowing what you're doing. And honestly, if you did that, you're probably going to have a bad day because your car's going to crash because you're going to be making stupid power. So,
Yeah.
like I said,
Go ahead. I
uh,
explain it simple. Look at your volts, guys. It's
yeah,
simple. How much timing can I run? How many volts do you got? I get
yep,
this question. So, Jay, how much timing do you run when you're showing 101.8 miles an hour? And I'm like, my volts are 7.0. What's your volts? That's
right,
the biggest thing. Who cares how much timing? It's a number. And me and Aaron had this discussion a lot. You're going to see this ESC numbers. Verbiage is changed. The wording has changed. But when you say, well, how much timing did you run? I'm going to tell you, how many volts do you have?
yep. I
It's
agree.
simple. It's very, very simple. How many
Yep.
volts? Oh man, I had 7.0 volts. Put 110 degrees of timing in it. Tell me how many volts you got. When they go to 6.0, guess what? 110 was probably too much for you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a fine line, and like I give the ability to throw as much timing as you want. I mean, actually, an absurd amount of timing. But that's kind of like the idea behind this product is I want to give the power to the people to do whatever you want. But first, educate yourself, understand like the things Jay said. Oh, watch the bolts because people like, I've had it too, man. I keep throwing timing and timing and timing at it. It's not going any faster. Okay, what's your volts? And then I see a log and they're down in the fives. I'm like, whoa, hey, back it off. You're past the point of like return at that
Yeah.
point.
Or hey, I'm getting stuck on the line and we look at a log and you got 5.4 volts. Guess what?
Yeah,
Wasn't the ESC, it was your battery.
yeah, yeah. I,
Volts
I know,
are
and
volts
it,
volts is bigger than the ESC. It really is.
yeah,
Volts is 10 times bigger than the ESC. You you gotta have volts. You ain't got volts, you ain't going nowhere, you ain't going a mile an hour. It's pretty
yeah,
simple.
absolutely. Yeah. So, and that's the beauty with the data log, man. Guys, once you get this in your car and you download that data log and you see all the data, I mean, like I said, it's going to be a little intimidating, overwhelming, and just study it, man. Even get the thing on the bench, set the rev limiter low, and play with it. Pull a data log and just start familiarizing yourself with this data. The data that I'm giving you guys to go through. I mean, it's priceless. And like Jay said, voltage is huge. And here's another thing. I said I pulled 750 or 765 amps. This thing reads like 600 amps. Or well, I'm sorry, it reads 765 accurately. But on a normal pass, you're probably going to see upwards of 600, 700 amps. When I seen that 765 was on my dyno, and I freaking loaded that thing down, and I just hit it as hard as I could. Um, so the information is there. The amp draw you're going to see, it's accurate, it's useful. You're not going to see a flat line anymore where your current flattens out. It's gonna come up. It's going to go down. You'll be able to see when your tires are spinning. You'll be able to see the acceleration, the G force. So you'll know, okay, my voltage went up, my amps went down, and then my acceleration, my G force went down as well. So I spun, you know. So there's so much data in here that, I mean, like I said, you can lose yourself in it, or you can use it to your advantage.
Yeah. Hey
Is a
Billy.
is a fan a must?
No, no.
So
So
let me hey, I was about to get into that. Billy, you know what the nicest thing I like, bro?
Oh, do tell.
I can go in front of my house and I can trim my car 15 freaking times if I want. And
Yeah,
my
that's wild.
ESC's not gonna shut the heck off because it overheated.
That's
yeah,
wild, dude. That you guys. Yeah, listen, I'm excited for you, man.
You know how many times I've seen people get their car and they'll be like, okay, and they'll go and they'll bring it back and they'll shut it off. And then they'll come back out 10 minutes later and trim their car. You could trim your car 15,000 times. You could do freaking donuts in it if you want and blow your voodoos up and come back up and stick tires and another battery and you could go drive the thing around and it ain't going to blow up.
Yep. Well,
You can
see,
have fun again.
yes, we can have fun. We can play. I mean, I do it all the time. And because I was obviously using the OG and it's a freaking workhorse. So I'd make a pass. I'd come back and I'd do a big old burnout to clean all the rocks off my tires. And then I'd set it up there. I wouldn't even think twice. And I'll tell you another thing this ESC has as far as it's hardware and it's software. It's the cryo drive, so that's another reason why it stays so cool. I'll go out and I'll make I'll make a 150 pass and I'll come look at my log and my ESC only got to 140 degrees or 135. I could literally probably turn around and go drop it and make another pass and not worry about it.
Yeah. And I have tested it in Texas when it's 105 freaking degrees outside.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a freaking workhorse, man. I'm excited for sure. So,
Okay.
well, is there anything else you want to talk about, Jay? Any experiences or?
Freaking get it over with, Aaron.
No. Wait.
All right.
Hold on. Kevin Battles is asking, so you're also saying we don't need a GNSS anymore?
So I'll answer. Let me answer this.
Okay.
The log is so accurate that I've gone out 2 times and it's time based. The log is time based, very, very time based, that I knew what I was running. And I didn't need my timing system and I didn't need a GNS. Now, it's not going to tell you I went a 150, I went a 157, I went a 158. But if you want to go out and make a couple hits, you can check the log, and the log is time based, and you can do the calculation and see it. And no, there's been logs that I've sent to Aaron, and I'm like, hey, Aaron, I ran this. And he's like, well, wait a minute. This is the first time it actually happened. Titus went a 143, and Aaron thought I went a 145 because of the log.
Yep. I was actually able to calculate it. Now, that is one caveat to that is when you're doing that, you have to make sure you're letting off, right about the 132. So
yes, you got it. Yes, but that's how accurate the log is.
Yep, very accurate. I mean, the sample rate of the logging is so ridiculous. Like we had to slow it down, if that makes sense. It's because what some of the first generation, like the software and firmware I had, like I'd pull the data log up and the volts would just be up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, it looked like a freaking sawtooth. And I was like, yeah, I can't really read this. That's what the volts are actually doing. That's what the volts are doing on every ESC. But there's a smoothing factor that we have to put in there so we can get that nice line and be like, okay, cool. I can see the progression, the drop of volts, and all that stuff. And when I first got the ESC, like the first working alpha test, I was like, holy cow, this thing's crazy. Like it's logging so fast. I mean, within, microseconds, it's collecting data. So yeah,
I think the biggest question, all these questions are great. Everybody that's coming with very curious, but I think the biggest question, Aaron, is this. Listen, Mike Garland has the best question of all.
Okay.
Once you sell out, when you put them up, when will the next when will you be locked and loaded again? I mean, so I don't know how many you have for sale. Don't say that, but let's say you have 100 today. When the 100 sells out, when will the next production be ready to go?
Okay, so I was up at Castle today, and I did have a conversation about that. This is the beauty, this place is built. They make these things. They're not made in America, they're assembled in America, and that's due to some laws.
No, I get it.
That you have to say that.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, I would say if we sell out which I'd be surprised, but it could happen. I mean,
No, you're
I'm
going to
seeing a lot
sell
of
out, sir. Hey, we're
Well,
going to
that's
sell
good.
that. Hey, we're going to sell that motor as well. That motor that you were talking about got copied. Guys,
Yeah.
support this guy. Buy that ESC and motor, man. Support this guy. A racer for the racers is what this is all about.
Damn right, damn right. So I'll say this: I already have a schedule with them to build. They didn't believe that I would sell out, but I think I'm going to prove them wrong. I hope I prove them wrong. And guys, I understand. You know, I went through this with that first release of the 6S Ace, and you know, I did a pre-order and stuff like that. Man, it just made it. I did the pre-order, and then it just causes a lot of issues. So I'd rather just put them on the website. If we sell out, we sell out. I'm going to get them stocked up as soon as possible. Trust me. Like, I want this product out there. I want you to have this product as bad as you want it. So I would say if I sold out today or tomorrow or by Monday,
Yeah.
I would be up at Castle Monday morning, and I would be, hey, let's get going on more builds.
Okay.
Now, I would say probably 3 weeks.
Okay. Fair enough.
One more thing. Oh, go ahead. Actually, I'm going to save that.
No. I'm trying to listen. I'm trying to stay on top of all these questions. Does the link for the computer come with it, or is it sold separately?
It comes with it.
Okay, perfect. Nice. Okay.
Yep.
So you're not spending what, like $89 on a Wi-Fi module?
Yeah, like 69 or 79 bucks. I use them for sand.
Yeah.
That was from Jeremiah Sweetwood.
Okay. And one thing I'll add to that, it does come with a brand new castle link. I think I mentioned that earlier, but I just want to reiterate that it comes with a new castle link. They needed an update because the current castle link they sell, it wasn't fast enough. With the amount of data that we are trying to transfer from the ESC to the computer back to the ESC and all the data log. Once you guys like hook up to it, and you can download like 10 logs in less than 5 seconds. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. So I told Aaron, I said, hey, Aaron, I need to run this in a race. We were supposed to go to Houston. Houston ended up it was too cold, so I threw a race. Everyone knows, if you follow my page, I threw it this Sunday, or last Sunday. I know people are scared. Oh my God, I got a computer and I got to hook it up. How fast you get into it, how fast you can make a change, and you hit enter. You're talking seconds, like it's so fast. And to pull up a log is so retarded fast that if you got 15 minutes to turn your car around, you know how many times I've lost signal, my Wi-Fi, my freaking phone won't link up to the R1. I got to turn it off and back on, off and back on. It is so fast that don't be scared that, oh my God, I can't do it. I did it in a race. I have one computer. I did my car and Titus's car at the same time, cleaned my tires, charged my battery, and was ready to go in 10 minutes.
Yeah. And that's another thing, man. We're trying to go fast, so everything's got to be fast. Everything's got to work, you know, and that's part of it. You buy a fast ESC, you're going to get a fast castle link to go with it.
So I'm going to go off of 2 questions on that, what you just said with the castle link. Will that castle link that comes with yours work with other castle stuff?
It does. So when I tested that personally, it worked, but I was on the new software I was showing you guys. I was actually using it with the OG Ace, and it did work, but there were some things in there that were kind of weird, but I know that they were still working on the software because it was in beta still.
Okay.
But everything should work, you know, retro as far as it goes, or I guess you would say that. Yeah.
If not, just keep it to your drag specific.
Okay. Yeah. No, I'm just curious.
Right? Yeah.
What's different with the Castle Cobra and the Ghost Cobra? Is it software?
Software, hardware. Yep, a lot.
Okay.
This is drag racing specific.
Got it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. We had to make a lot of hardware changes to accommodate the kinds of the kinds of torture we're putting these things through, you know.
Which motor were you talking about earlier? This guy Kevin Battles is going to buy that too.
The Ghost 7000 kV 1408.
The Ghost 7000 kV, Mr. Battles, all you.
Yep.
I'm just going through everything, brother. Everybody's just ready to buy, dude. It's just, hey, there's people like this. There's people with this with their credit card. Just buy it.
Hey, Billy, you don't know how many people message me, you know, in my personal account, and then emails, and then through like the
People
website.
are asking me the price, and I'm like, yo, I don't even own this thing, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, I mean, like I've had tons of people. Leo gets.
Oh, good boy,
You know,
Leo.
He was like, take my money, take my money, take my money. And,
hey,
and
you know what you say to Leo? You say, just get out of here. Gets it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Mike Garland says, thanks, Aaron Klein, because I'm broke for a couple weeks.
Well, you know, like another thing too, you know, and I know it's a hot item. We're talking it up, but we're talking the truth about it, you know, and, you know, it's going to sell out. So I'm going to get another order going. And then after that, we're going to get another order going. But guys, it's still early. I know races are beginning earlier and earlier every year, it seems.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's the beginning of February, you know, so if you're up north and you don't think you're going to actually get out before the weather starts breaking in March, like don't be nervous. Like I will have plenty of stock, you know, like I didn't put this much hard work into it to be out of stock. And it doesn't take long to get, you know, these things built, because I don't have to wait for a slow boat from China to come, you know,
Right.
you know, I mean, like, yeah, they're just right down the road.
Hey, I'm going to have you talk about what Dan Bricati just said from Racer RC. He said, get the Ghost adjustable timing in-bell too. There's even more to be had with the Ghost motor.
Oh yeah. So it's one thing. It took a little long to come out, but we finally got it. So I have the adjustable in-bells on the website, and if you click on that product and, you know, you purchase it, you click on the product, I have a good instructional video on actually how to install it. Or, you know, another option is to buy the motor, buy the in-bell, and then, you know, ship it to your favorite motor builder if you want to get the maximum performance. I actually did do a test. You know, I'll be honest about this. I'm all about honesty and transparency. I don't care whose feelings I hurt. But I was kind of a little skeptical on the motor building. You know, even though, you know, I got my buddy Henry William Smashy that, you know, spilled the beans, you know, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still good buddies with him. But, you know, he builds motors. He builds really good motors. And I personally, I didn't get one from him. I didn't experiment with it. So there was no way for me to believe in it. Right. And so I decided to take it upon myself to tune my own motor. And I got some tips from Smashy, and I did it. The motor turned out great. I did it before and after dyno. I posted it. I actually made the post, and I posted it up on the ghost.rc no prep page. I did see a considerable gain. I want to say 5 to 6%, if I can remember correctly. So it's not snake oil. I mean, these guys out there building motors, when they're doing that, you are getting more performance from them. So I back them up 100%.
Yeah, and I vote to that too. I run Smashy's motors, and every motor I've gotten from him, I've gone 95 plus mile an hour.
Yeah. And, you
Voltage
know,
has always been great. Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, Smashy, you know, I know him personally. You know, is a good friend. You know, whoever you want, you know, I think there's some other really good, you know, I know Nick Bell, he buys a lot of motors from me. He's a good customer of mine. And I've actually, back in the 2-pole days, I actually bought some motors from Nick. They seem pretty rowdy for back then. I know Christopher Candy from Pinky Tuned also tunes motors. I'm sure he does a great job. I've heard a lot of good things from him. So, you know, just to be transparent, you know, I'd probably go to Smashy just because I know him personally and he's my guy. But you know, if you just shop around, you know, but there's a lot of good motor tuners out there.
Hey, Smashy. Hey, Smashy, are you watching right now? I got something to say to you.
I talked to him right before. I talked to him right before we came on, and I know he was like, "Man, I might miss the live because he's like working."
Smashy, are you out there? I got something to say. Hey, Aaron, there was a everybody. Listen, everybody, stop. They're not on the site yet. Everybody, slow down, man. Aaron, this is nuts,
Yes, sir.
brother. Be patient. Be patient, guys. Be patient. Be patient. It's not there. Nobody has bought any yet. There's guys screaming, Aaron. This guy got one and I didn't get one. Nobody has them, right, Aaron?
Well, there was
I have one.
Well,
I got
no.
one. I just have one.
No. On the website
I'm
today.
just joking. I'm just messing with y'all.
So there was a little glitch. I done some things when I was carrying my computer over. so some did. You know, I'll be honest. Some did sell. I haven't transferred over to the screen to show, but some people got lucky. Some people got really lucky.
It's a
So I
lottery.
got a text already saying that they've gotten one.
Right.
Carl Vatanza says, I got my order confirmation. Hey,
Did
Carl,
he get it?
Hey, send it back, Carl.
Nah,
You got-
get it over with. Get it
Get it
over
over
with.
with. Turn on the website. Turn on the website.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do, okay? Because I want people to get a chance. If you want one of these, if you want a switch plate, go put it in your cart now. If you want a capacitor, go put it in your cart now.
All right, hold on.
Because
I got to put it in my cart. Chris Karen got one.
Here in 2 minutes, I'm going to fire that website up.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes. Hey, and when the show is over, you have to go to NPRC TV. If you're on YouTube, I'm sorry. The way that I'm going to give away, Aaron, I'm going to tell them how I'm going to give away an ESC, okay?
Okay.
Here's how you get to win an ESC. And this is the only way to do it. I have not done it yet, so don't look for the post. I'm going to make a post on one Facebook page only on NPRC TV. When I make the post, all you have to do is put your name. Just comment your name, and then me and my wife are going to do that wheel of names.
Perfect.
Last man standing wins.
Nice.
Perfect. I like
Okay.
it. I like it. Okay, so
Omar GC. I already bought yours, Omar.
all right, so we got 1:10 left.
Minute,
do
10
wanna say
seconds.
this.
T-minus 45 seconds. Kevin Battles, you're way ahead of the game. Hey, Aaron, before you hit that button, hold. There was a question by Mr. Battles. He
Well,
said,
I can answer it if I can while Aaron's busy.
Yeah, go.
Well, hey, real quick, time out. I want to say that production. So they're not going to ship today. They're not going to ship Monday. We're probably looking at Thursday or Friday before they ship. When I was up there earlier, they were still, getting everything assembled and packaged and everything.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we got to give them time. So guys, please don't hit me up Monday morning asking where's my order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Aaron, you can sit here and say all you want. You're going to get hit up. Where's my ESC?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just trying to minimize it, bro. I know it, man. I love it. I love it. So bring it on.
All right. Where we at? What are we at?
All right. 10,
9, 8, 7, 6,
6,
5,
5,
4,
4,
3, 2,
2,
1. Go buy your ESC now.
They're live.
All right, Aaron, here we go. All right, guys,
Okay.
go. Let's go.
Everyone's going to fall off of the live.
No.
Everyone's leaving the live.
Yeah. But guys, you got to get a motor. Get the 7,000 kV Ghost motor to go with it. Kevin Battles, that's the motor you're looking for. Help out Aaron. Get those motors too. They work well together. Let's go.
You probably want to buy the ESC first and then buy the motor in like 15 minutes.
Well, that's why I told everybody to go ahead and load up on the switch plates in the cat packs. So that way they're already in the car. So you just hit
Yeah.
the Cobra
Yeah.
8 Ace, and then boom, checkout.
Is it live, Aaron? Are you live?
It's live.
Okay.
It's live on my end.
All right, here we go. Hey, JFab, you're right, dude. We went from 120 down to 70.
Yeah, everyone's leaving the live feed. Forget this. I got to go get an ESC.
I love it. Let's go. Sell out, sell out, sell out. Buy a motor, 7,000 kVW.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, exactly. Sell out, sell out.
You guys are awesome.
Also, too, for the guys that left, next week I'll go live on JFab Drag RC page. I'll go over some more tuning tips.
Cool.
I'll go through like what kind of curve I'm running, what like settings in my Futaba I'm running, just to get people more like up to date. I might even do like a base tune that people could start with, and then they can go from there. So I'll answer your questions. I've already been getting hit up on Messenger, but just to give people more update, give me a little bit of time. And then me and Aaron will collectively get together.
Exalted RC, Jaime Vega, go now, go. They're live. Go buy. I love it, brother. I love it.
This is great. This is great, guys.
I feel like this is Apple. I feel like an Apple today with the new phone launching. Hey, you know what launched today? Hey, did anybody get it? Did anybody get a set of the new Apple goggles?
No. I got RC cars stuff to buy.
Bro.
You gotta pay for
I don't got
RC
time
cars.
for those virtual games.
I gotta have a set one of these days.
I got no extra money to buy stuff like that, bro.
Yeah, bro, they're
Yeah.
stupid money. It's live, Exalted RC. Yes, go. Buy. Right now, if you're just joining the show, you have less than 2 minutes to go and pick up the new Ghost RC. It's ghost-rc.com. Let's go.
Hey, Billy, can you announce it on your app, and everyone that follows your app would get message?
Right now. Let's go. We'll push 2,730 people are getting ready to get something right now through the NPRC TV app. Let's go. Help me sell this ESC out today, guys. Push notifications. Here we go. Boom.
Holy
Ghost.
shit.
Here we go, guys.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Exactly. Ghost RC ESC is for sale now. Ghost-rc.com, guys. Make sure you get a 7,000 kV motor along with it. Help him sell out those motors. Here we go. Ghost RC ESC is up for sale now. Ghost-rc.com. There we go. Send.
Nice.
2,700 people. Aaron.
Any questions, Billy?
I am out of stock on the switch plates.
He's out of stock on the switch plates.
Thank you, everybody. You guys
You out of here,
awesome.
Jay?
No. I was gonna say, you got any more questions?
Oh yeah, dude.
Coming up.
Listen. I'm selling shit right now. Leave me alone. We're selling, baby. Let's go. Look at this. KDP, let's go. Ruben Ortiz ordered. Ryan Lucas got mine. Michael Gray got it. Chris Karen got it. Kevin Battles getting it. Chad Witt got one. Look at this. This is crazy.
It's
Do
insane.
you all like Futaba better than San Juan? Jay?
Yes. Futaba, yes.
Aaron?
Futaba.
Futaba to Jeremy White. Let's go. Sell him out today, guys. Let's go. 49 left. 49 left. It even tells you how many's left, Aaron?
No, there's less than that now.
Hey, Donahoe, you better go buy more because there's less than that.
Guys,
44 left. Look at Jaime Vega.
believe-
Wow. Go. Let's go over to YouTube, see what's going on over there. Let's see if everybody's they're jonesing over there.
Man, this is crazy. Wow.
No, this is awesome. This is how it should be, brother.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Yeah.
I can't get it
It's
in my
gonna.
live.
It's doing this because it's gonna. Everybody knows the change that it's about to do.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on. Michael Harris got his. Danny Reichenbacher got his. I bought 30. Hit me up when they sell out. Flawless Crush bought 30. Danny Reichenbacher got one. Browntown Towing got one. Order Place. Thomas. Dino Country Boy got one. Will the glitch orders get fulfilled? Yes.
The glitch orders?
I'm gonna have to.
I don't know.
Dino Country got one. Dude, this is crazy. Juan Diaz got one. Flawless Crush got one. This is crazy, bro. Robert Schroer, Uncommon Sense. Dastardly Syndicate got him. Michael Harris. Frank Madera. Cody Judd. Dude, this is crazy, bro.
I had quite a few, man, and I'm shocked that they went that fast.
What do you mean you're shocked?
I told you they were going to sell out.
Bro.
I mean, I love it, guys. I mean, I love the support, and this is awesome. This is what I want, you know. I mean,
D1 Racing got one. Jim C got one. Hardison RC. Sad face, can't afford it to pick one up. The Hardison, that's okay. Come back next week. Told all my friends, go get them.
I'm gonna have more, man.
Go get them. This is nuts, bro. Juan Diaz got one. Browntown Racing says, sing it, Billy. Right now, Michael Harris, go right now. Right now. Go buy. Let's go. Dastardly Syndicate got one. I got one, won the glitch. Perfect. He got the email confirmation. Awesome. Thank you. Cool. Let's go, guys. Dan Pricotti got one. Dan, did you buy more than one, sir? You need to buy like 50.
Hey,
Jason
so
Donahoe. Galindo Rubin just got one.
I did say on there, like, limit one per person. Just, you know, I wanted to make sure everybody got one. And then if we still had stock left over, I was going to be like, go ahead and buy them up. But yeah, you know, at this point, just have at it, boys. Have at it.
Hey, Jay, Park says, tell Titus I'm coming for him.
Oh, snap.
Let's see who else is in here. Let's see who else. 23 left. I'll have to get one a bit later. That's okay, Exalted RC. That's okay, brother. Just make sure you get a Ghost RC ESC. No matter if you cannot get one today, guys, put the wish list in and get to ghost-rc.com and be ready. When you're ready, he's ready. Jake Nation got one too.
Oh, good job. Yeah, he's been asking me quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. So
I've talked to Jake Nation too. Sent him a couple videos and stuff of a car.
You should have made more plates. How many plates did you have in stock, Aaron?
100.
Wow. And they're all gone.
Yeah.
Jake Nation did get one. Okay, Barnett Derrick, I missed the switch plate. When do you think you'll be locked and loaded for switch plates?
So my local guy, Sean, actually I oversold a little bit, but he's coming back in town. He might be watching.
Okay.
So I'm going to have him make me some more because I did oversell a little bit.
Joshua Shepard says, do you have a layaway plan?
He's on the team.
I missed the switch plate. Everybody's missing that damn. They want that switch plate, brother.
Yeah. Hey, I'll have it back in stock soon. ASAP,
Carlo
guys.
Davis and Cece got two. Thank you, Carlos and Cece. Thank you, guys. Everything is in the basket waiting on funds. That's good. That's okay, Kevin Battles. That's good. What's a discount code? Whatever. 16 left. Only 16 left, guys. Let's go. Brian Officer just got one. Nice job, dude.
Good job. Yes.
I'll trade you cookies for an ESA. Yes, Sarah. Sarah Billings, yes, I'll take 2 cookies. Who else? Let's go. Jake needs his by next weekend. You tell Stu Mac, hold please. Come on, guys. Let's go. Darren Albright. Darren Albright got one.
You see any of the Puerto Rican guys on there, Billy? I know they need it for that prep track.
Oh, yeah, right. Hold on. Let me message the Puerto Ricans right now.
I know you guys.
You know what's funny is they just asked me that. Hey, Aaron, they're $249 or $259?
$259.99.
$59.99. I didn't realize this, but I had messages from the Puerto Rico guys. Okay. Well, all right, Jason Dunno, how many left? How many you got left, Aaron?
Let's see. I just refreshed. 15.
15. Let's go. 15.
15
Well, you
left.
could put me down for 2. I'll do them when I'm done. Danny Rio, did you get one? I don't know. You used to work for QVC. Absolutely, Park. Hey, that's good. I love Park. Hey, if you guys don't know who Park Eisbrand, hey, Park, I've been working out. I love it, man.
Everybody knows Park's my bodyguard. Where I go, Park goes.
He's awesome. I love that guy.
Where Park goes, I go.
We're down to
Randy
10.
Cothran just got one.
We're down to 10.
You down to 10. We're down to 10. We're going to stay on this show till we sell out. So let's go, guys.
Let's go.
Jason Donahoe, you're off by 1. Let's go. Jason Donahoe, share this puppy. Let's sell out. We got 10 left,
Hey,
guys.
Aaron, I don't have to buy mine, right? Like you saved one for me?
Yeah,
right?
I think I got one that's pretty tore up. I can get you.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, you know what? All kidding aside, sand, no problem. Good.
Oh, yes.
You've done sand already with it.
Yeah.
Who?
Well, not with this. No, actually, I haven't. But no, I mean,
thought you did.
dude, I think the rev limiter and just there's all those great features. I think I've had some really good ideas. I haven't had a chance to get out in the sand, but I got some really good ideas on how to utilize this ESC for the sand. I think it could be really cool.
I don't think he wants to answer that question, Mr. Jeremiah Sweetwood. He said, "How many did you have? How many did you start with?" Can you? You don't have to say that if you don't want to, dude.
No.
Nope. You're good. All right, guys,
So,
come
hey.
on. We got 10 left, 10 ESCs left. If you're just joining the show, today is the day, and you have 5 minutes. 10 ESCs to get bought up at ghost-rc.com, and when you are buying it, he's out of the plates, but put in a 7,000 kV motor right in that cart and help him sell those motors, guys. Let's go. 8 left. 8 left. 7 left. Love it, dude.
It's crazy. Hey, so Billy, like real quick. So,
Yep.
I didn't want to go overboard on inventory, I mean,
Brother.
let's face it, some people are saying like, hey, it's dying and, people are getting out of it, blah, blah, blah. I really didn't believe it, but, I was playing it on the safe side. I did build a fair amount of ESCs. I did not expect them to sell out this quick, to be honest with you.
I'm not done, Aaron.
Okay.
Okay, just so you're clear, sir. I don't stop. We're gonna you and 6 left. 6 left. Jamie
We got 4 left. 4 left.
4 left. 4 left. Jason Flores, come on, dude. Let's go. Let me go over to YouTube, see who's bought over there. Let me go see, because dude, I want to give these guys their props, man. Hang on, guys. Let me get over here. Let's see what's cracking on YouTube. Cody Judd got one. How do we qualify for the giveaway? You know what? Hold off on that one. Dastardly Syndicate, hang tight. Hey, Aaron, you don't have PayPal, correct?
No, I don't do PayPal.
No PayPal, guys. No PayPal.
Subject.
Mike Burgess, RC, he got one. When will the restock happen? Hardison RC, he's basically when these sell out, guys, he's going to go back in next week and get another order coming. Just be ready, be prepared, get in there and get them bought, and then and he'll restock them soon.
About 3 weeks.
Do you need my W-2?
2 left, guys. 2 left.
2 left. I'll trade in my new box, Yokomo. Yeah. Okay. I got through all of it, dude. I got mine. Mike T. Oh, nice. Mike T. and 4 of his friends bought one, dude.
Awesome. Thank you.
Russell Imbasote over on YouTube. He just got one.
Nice.
How many you got left, dude?
All right, let's check it.
Check
One
it.
left.
One left. We got 1 left, guys. 1 left. That's okay, Andrew. That's okay. Just make sure. Listen, it doesn't matter, guys. If you cannot buy today, just make sure when it's time to buy, ghost-rc.com is the only website you go to. And do not forget, a 7,000 kV motor, throw it in your cart, and life is good.
Hey, we'll make announcements. He'll make it on the Ghost RC when they come back. I'll make it on mine. Billy, I'm sure you'll announce that they're back out in stock
and
again.
You should be sold out.
Let's check it.
Sold out.
So say one.
Come on. Come on, KDP. You didn't push send.
Got to keep refreshing over here.
Yeah. Joshua Shepard said.
All right, we're out of stock, Billy.
We're out of stock. That's it. It's over.
Guys, everybody listening, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for the support. And I want to make this statement here. Anybody that says NPRC is dying, from what I just witnessed, it's not. And we're going to grow this baby back up. We're all going to have fun again.
Yeah,
Hey,
100%.
Hey, quit talking shit, Billy. Please ship. Okay, here's what we're going to do. All right. You know what? While I have you on the phone, or not the phone, but while you guys are hanging with me, Jay and Aaron, if you guys are just joining us, Ghost.rc just sold out. Just sold out of ESCs in like 5 minutes. How long did that take?
Okay, so minus the 2, we'll give it, I'm going to say 14 minutes.
You sure it's not 5?
we can go with 5.
Go with 5. Okay, I'm good. Okay, this is the only way that I'm giving this away. I know people are going to yell at me, and I'm sorry, but this is the only way I can do this. This is going to be out of freaking control. Aaron Klein has agreed to let me give away a ESC today. So here's what we're going to do. It didn't work. Crap. Okay. You guys go ahead and continue to talk for a second real quick. I'm making a post on Facebook right now on NPRC TV. Nowhere else. Because I don't want to try to keep up with this. All you have to do is comment your name. My wife and I will go in. We're going to collect all the names, and we're going to do the wheel of names. Last man or gal standing wins. I'm putting it on Facebook right now. Aaron, what else do you have for the people out there that are listening, brother?
So if you did get the order, let me reiterate this. I said it earlier. We're going to start shipping the end of next week. For anybody that's listening now and they missed it, I'm going to push the hardest. Give me like 2 to 3 weeks. I will think about a pre-order. I don't like doing pre-orders, but I will think about it. So just stay tuned. If you have any questions, hit me up on the website through a submission, and I always respond to those. If you try to message me through my Facebook, like my personal account, it's hit or miss. The Ghost RC Facebook account messenger, I just basically forward you to my email. That's the best way to get a hold of me. If you have any issues with your order, obviously we just moved a lot of product in a short amount of time, so be patient. If you have an issue, send me an email. I'll get everything worked out for you. And I love the support, man. And from one racer to another, thank you very much. This is awesome.
Okay, here we go. This is what we're doing. Free Ghost RC ESC. Aaron, can we give them a plate too?
I don't have any. They might have to wait, but yes.
That's okay. That's okay. No, whoever wins this, is it okay if we do the plate? They'll wait.
Yep. Let's do that.
Okay. Free Ghost RC ESC, and are you calling that an ESC plate?
Yeah, just a switch plate, switch mount.
Switch plate.
Yep.
Got it. Switch plate. All you have to do is comment your name below in the comments. We will draw this weekend using Wheel of Names. Here we go. I'm doing it right now. I know over on YouTube you're yelling at me. That's why I'm not going to go look. I'm only doing it on Facebook, guys. It's the easiest way for me to do it. And post. Wait. Whoops. Post. Go get your free ESC now. I love it, dude. I love doing stuff like this, Aaron.
That's awesome.
Congratulations, dude.
Dude, thank you,
If anybody in this community deserved it, dude, you did.
Well,
Both you guys,
I really appreciate that.
I know you guys have been working on the CSC for a long time, and motor, too, Jay. And, dude, you guys are class act when it comes to this stuff, man. You are knowledgeable as all get out. I'd love to sit with you guys at a racetrack one day and suck in all the knowledge.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
But I'll be
I'm like an open book. until you start asking me about my tune. But anything else, I'll share information.
There's been, at some points in the day that I literally talk to Aaron for hours. Like, I don't think people can even imagine the time me and Aaron have into this ESC and the time that went in it and the features that have in it. Again, we tried to perfect it, and we're really, really close.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people. How many ever sold out? These guys are gonna get it, and when they get it, they're gonna put it in their cars. They're gonna go out, and just have an open mind, guys. When you go into this, please don't compare this to the R1. I really want to, express that deeply. You got to go out again, read your data, read your logs, read your volts. The ESC is extremely fast. It's going to take some time. You're going to get used to it. You're going to see how it works. And there's so many features of everything that you can do. And then the combination of what you're going to get is going to blow your mind about what you can do with it.
Yep.
Again, next week, I'm going to, I'll get some stuff together, and I'll go over a live and try to, which will be good. I'll do it next week, because if they're going to ship, the end of next week, I'll do a live, and everyone can kind of like go over the live or write it down to be able to, I'll give you really good tips. The same tips that we've been giving the team, me and Aaron. Of course, there's going to be some stuff that I'm going to keep to myself, just like anybody else would. And two, you can hit up Smashy. I've talked to him. I've given him tips. He knows, what I'm doing, and I know he sells tunes. So he's definitely going to have the knowledge that he already has, and then he's going to have the knowledge that I have and the knowledge that Aaron has. So this is probably going to be one of the best things that's ever happened to NPRC. I really feel it. I think people are going to look back on this and then be like, holy cow, look how this changed everything.
You know what? Yeah, you're right, dude. That's going to be the cool thing about it. Is things change so much, Aaron and Jay. It changes daily. And you guys just changed the game again, and I can't wait I can't wait for everybody to get their hands on this stuff. Here, can I tell you guys what the crazy part is?
What's that?
I posted 4 minutes ago. 4. I'm at 100. I'm at 127 comments.
Oh, Jesus.
4 minutes ago, guys. This is how sought out your ESC is, my friend.
Well, I think this is how much people want to save RC.
Yeah.
You're going, like, I can't say this enough. And I said this to you, Billy, and I said this to Aaron. It's going to bring back the fun, man. We were not having fun blowing up ESCs because we were getting stuck in the prep and our cars weren't moving. Look, dog bones, spur gears, they break. Whoop-de-doo. Spur gears, $5, $7. We understand that part of the system, but to spend thousands of dollars a year and having $600 and $900 of ESC sitting in your toolbox because you don't know, when I set this car down, I don't know what's going to happen. When I set my car down, I know exactly what's going to happen. The car is going to jet out of the prep, or it's going to get stuck, and I'm like, oh, I didn't put enough power in it, and I'm going to pull that mug back out. I'm going to clean my tires and set my car back down, and it's going to make another pass.
And do it again.
Yep.
And do it again, and do it again, and do it again. And if you want to freaking do donuts when you come back to get the rocks off your car, do donuts and get the rocks off your car.
But that's what I do.
But let me ask you a question, though, Jay. At what point did you get comfortable enough to get to this point where you're at right now? Very lackadaisy with the ESC and not worrying about it. How long did it take you as a racer to get to that point?
The first day.
No kidding.
The first day I broke so much stuff on the car. I broke so much stuff on the car. And I called Aaron and I said, I would have blown up $2,500 of R1s.
That's crazy, dude. That's
Yeah.
wild.
You know, and again, okay, so let me reiterate this for people that might not have the knowledge. I didn't know what the ESC was going to do. I started with no start power. I started with a bunch of timing, no timing, point low. It was a whole new process of tuning, and that's what people. I'm trying to iterate to people. Me and Aaron are going to give you like that jump and give you like a good starter tune, and to be able to start from there. So you're not breaking as many as parts as me and Aaron have done. But I never broke the ESC. And people, I have the first ESC, right, Aaron? I'm pretty sure maybe you did at
Yeah,
once.
it's definitely one of the first. It's one of the first runs that we had with the old hardware, in which that's what's impressive to me, because I know, like, I currently have the new hardware version. Titus has in his car, and I know what was fixed and the what the hardware upgrades did to the ESC, and the fact that you're still on the old hardware version and still, you know, taking it through the abuse, running the times you're running the mile an hour you're running, is it's amazing to me, because I know that the product that these people just bought, spent their hard-earned money on, is better than that.
Yeah, and look, I want to say this. This is not a negative. I had problems on Wednesday, and I still went 147 and a 146 at 95 and 93 miles an hour. So
Yeah.
when I'm telling you when I'm telling you I'm nitpicking things, I'm nitpicking things and calling Aaron and saying, no, this needs to be fixed. There was
Yeah.
one point where Aaron, I kept Aaron, I'm telling you, Aaron, I'm telling you, Aaron, I'm telling you, and it finally happened, and it nitpicked it, and me and him worked out very, very well. And I'm saying that I have all the knowledge in the world in RC game, but I also know what the heck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I know when something happens, there's a feel of the car, how it launches. Man, I video everything. The only thing that's really bad at me, I don't look at logs. I really don't care, because if the car went fast, the car went fast, and then if it went slow, then I'll look at the log. But I nitpick every single thing, and Aaron we dropped Aaron.
Oh, whoa, where'd he go? Oh, hang on, Jay.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay. What happened? Where'd he go?
I don't know.
Hey, I got a question, since I know he's gone. I know you're a talker, but will you help me with this one?
Yeah.
I have a question from Kevin Battles. He says, any of you guys doing this live today? He says, I have said it numerous times, I'm new here, but is there any way to get setup tips on a car?
Yeah. So if you go to JFab RC Drag Racing,
I'm back. Can you hear me?
I made a live video, and I told everybody my setup. I mean, to shock oil, to
We got
diff
sound?
oil, to ride.
Yeah, you're here. Yeah, we got you. Hold on, Jay.
Yeah,
Can you hear us, Aaron? Aaron, can you hear us? Aaron, can you hear us?
I don't think he can hear us.
I don't think he can either. I'm gonna have him go out and come back in. Hold on. Here,
Yeah.
let me text him. Hang on.
But anyways, I'll keep going. So yes, if you go to and I've had people. I have an Apollo. I run an Apollo, but I've had people put this on a Super chassis, on a DRC chassis, a R1 chassis, and it's worked the same. And I've got the same results from people. So if you go
Right, can you hear me?
to JFab,
Yes.
Drag RC, you can
Check,
go
check.
and search my live.
I'm tagging you right now. JFab RC Drag Racing. Go here. Got you, brother. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Hey.
I guess he's gone again.
Is he gone again? I told him to go out and come back.
Oh, okay.
I told him to go out and come back. Hey, Jay, listen to this. Are you listening to this?
I'm listening.
181 comments.
Holy moly.
In 10 minutes.
Crazy.
That's crazy, dude.
But you know,
Awesome.
hey, I hope this shows the.
All right. Can you
I
hear me
hope
now?
this shows everybody that it's not dying. Like
You can hear
everybody
me?
says it's dying.
Yes. Can you hear us, Aaron?
I don't have sound.
I don't know why you don't have sound. Brother, I don't know. Ah, we haven't changed anything, boys. I don't know what's going on. Damn. You know what we might have to do? We might have to call him. I don't know why. Let me tell him to check something. Hang tight. Sorry, guys. Aaron, was perfect. Hold on. Hang on, guys. I'm trying to figure this out really quick. I want to get Aaron back on here. Stand by, guys.
I'm gonna go grab a charger just in case my phone dies.
Yeah. You guys do that really quick. Let me try to get Aaron back really fast, guys. So I don't know what happened. He's out. I can't hear you, Aaron.
If you can hear me?
Yeah,
Nothing?
we can hear you.
No, I can't hear
We
anything.
can hear you. We can hear you.
You can hear me, but I can't hear you.
Correct.
I can't
I
hear
don't know
you.
where he went. Hold on. I'm trying to text Aaron.
If you can hear me, let me log off and I'm going to log back on.
Yes. All right, hang on, guys. Let me get Aaron back. Let me try to get him back here just a second. Wow, this is nuts, man. My phone's dying. Everything's dying. This is wild. You guys, thank you so much for selling Ghost RC out tonight. You know, that means a lot to my ass. You know, he asked me to do this with him, and, you know, it's super humbling to see the amount of people that are commenting to get that free ESC, but it's very humbling and very cool to see how many people sold out Ghost RC tonight. I don't know what that number was, but it really doesn't matter. What matters is you guys as racers have another ESC coming your way, and it's coming from Ghost RC and Aaron Klein, and it's happening today.
Okay, I can see, but I don't have any sound.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on, guys. Hold on.
It's crazy because we can hear him.
I know, but I think I know what it is. I'm trying to explain it to him. Hang on.
His phone blew up because he sold so many ESCs.
Yeah, right, dude. That's crazy, dude. I'm so excited for him, man. Like, I'm so excited for Aaron that this happened. It's awesome. I invited Aaron out to the sand dunes with me soon. So hopefully he'll be heading out here and doing some sand dune racing with me.
I don't know what happened. It just all of a sudden went dead. I can't hear you guys.
Hey, Jay, I'm going to call him on the phone. Hold on, okay?
I think we broke the internet.
I love it, dude. Hold on, guys. I'm going to call him on the phone. Stand by. I hope this works. I don't know if this is going to work, to be honest with you guys. And I'm going to tell you why. It's going to get feedback, I think. Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so sorry. We were doing so good, man. Okay, let me call Aaron right now.
Hello.
Hey, brother, hold on one second, okay? Hang on.
Okay.
We're gonna try this the old school way. Hold on. Okay, I got you on the phone, brother. We can hear you. We can hear you, Aaron, but we can't see you. Or you couldn't hear us, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I can hear you.
So
yeah, man. So I didn't really catch the last thing Jay said. I'm sure it was good stuff, though.
Brother, all we said is congratulations, man. We are hyping you up like no other. You know what, dude? You are the man right now. This is all over. This we're almost at over 200 comments on the free ESC, brother.
Wow.
We are at
awesome.
200 comments right now, bro. I'm gonna be doing this all weekend. Great.
I definitely appreciate it, Billy, man. This is like I'm gonna tell you this right now. It's kind of surreal, man, because I mean, like we said it so many times. This has been such a long process, man.
Yeah.
And I just cannot wait for people to get these
in their, in their cars and go out and experience, all this hard work that we put into it.
I love it, brother. Jake, can you hear us?
Yeah. I was gonna, say, I want to say this was like November or October, and Aaron was telling me, Jay, do you think I should come out with the CSC? I think RC drag racing is dying. And I told him, no, this is what's going to spark RC racing back up. You got to pull through with it. And I think today proved that it's not dead. And people want this, and they've wanted this ESC, and they've wanted where this is going with what Aaron was trying to do. And I think this is awesome. I'm really, I guess, humbled by it in a way, that you really see the love that people really have, It's not a cheap, it's not a cheap hobby.
No, it's definitely not a cheap hobby. And, that's one of the things too. It's, I just wanted to make a product where people can just go out there and have fun and enjoy. And then, if you're starting out, you can utilize this product. And if you decide you want to go bigger, you can still use this product to grow your program and compete at the top level. And, it's kind of a dream come true, I believe. If I was a racer and, I just like wrote down everything I wanted in an ESC, this would be it, I was fortunate enough to be able to design this product or help with the design of it, obviously, and tell them exactly what I wanted, and boom, we got it. Oh, except for one little thinker.
No, there's even without that little feature, I'm blessed enough that there's features in that ESC that I asked Aaron to do, and it's in it. So just to be a part of that, I feel is awesome on my part.
Yeah, and definitely, like you're saying, I want to give you mad credit because you've been a good friend of mine for multiple years now, and like you said earlier, we talk on the phone all the time. And even if I wasn't doing this project, even if I didn't have Ghost.rc, I believe that you would still be there. We'd still be talking just as much as we do now.
Oh yeah.
But let me tell you, Jay, it's been awesome to have you, working hand in hand with you through this process. I know we've had our frustrations, and I think that's what shows like a bond of real friendship when you have some controversy and you kind of have heated conversations, and then at the end you come back and you're friends again and you work it out, and and like I said, I just want to say thank you for all the help you've given me along the way, and just the time you sacrificed to put in on this product. It's been awesome. It's been great.
No, man. Billy, it's just something that it was funny on Wednesday again, just to go back. I'm telling people don't understand the key of Wednesday. I called Aaron again, said what I needed to say. We hung up the phone, and I called Aaron back in 15 minutes, and I said, I think this can fix it, Aaron. I think this is the problem, right? And
yeah,
we figured it out, so it was frustrating. And then within 15 minutes, we're talking again, and we're like, holy cow, I think this is it. I think this is what's going to fix it, and why, and what, and everything that went on. I'm telling people Wednesday was, it sucked, but it was one of the greatest days that when me and Aaron go back, I hope years from now, like I said, this is going to change the game. And Wednesday was a key day for me and Aaron. Yeah. For me and Aaron, it will be.
Oh yeah, 100%. And excuse me. Like I remember that conversation, dude. I was biting my tongue hard. I was about to go off, Jay.
I know.
Dude,
I know.
I'm about to freaking light you up, Jay. But I just bit my tongue.
I know.
That's friends, baby.
I was like, okay, and then boom, we figured it out, And that's that's the passion we have for this hobby, I mean, yeah, they're toy cars. I mean, some people call them toy cars. I call them professional toy cars, but gosh dang, it's a lot of fun, and I think we talked about this before. I mean, Jay, you build some of the baddest freaking cars I've ever seen. And I come from a background to where I used to have some crazy ass fast cars. I got into side by sides and I went crazy overboard on side by sides. I'm talking, a 900 cc engine that had 750, 800 horsepower.
That's insane,
and
dude.
swinging sand.
Yeah.
And I used to go race, and man, it's crazy. I gave that up to kind of get into this passion with my son, and that's kind of where we started, and this is where we're ending up, man. And dude, like yesterday when I was out testing, I was jonesing, man. I loved it. It's fun. I still have fun with this, and I hope people that lost a little bit of like just passion for the hobby because of certain things. I hope this product, they get it and they can
because of money.
Passion for the hobby.
Money.
Yeah.
Money.
And today, I mean, that's a good point. Like today, I mean, it's not a lie. Things are getting tight. Shit's getting expensive, and I just believe that this product is gonna help people save some money and be able to put it into instead of buying 5 ESCs to go wanting to go to a race, now you don't have to. You can save that money for a nice hotel.
Yeah, I like it. I like that. That's good. Yep.
I hope, Billy, and I think it is, and probably in more comments, I hope people know what Aaron. Let me put this in order. I hope people know what Castle, Aaron, me, and the team. We have a team of people. We did this for everybody in RC. We didn't do it for us.
Right.
We did it for them.
Yeah. Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to the guys on my team. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody's seen the post. We got like Brad Waldrop. He's badass. That's your main homie.
Yep.
We got Mike Grotto down there in Texas as well. Great dude. Stu Mack. Everybody knows Stu Mack with his crazy charts and everything. I always give him crap about, but the guy is a wealth of information. So, we got Jaime Vega on the team. He has yet to actually get a product, because we've been waiting for the build. Hey Jaime, if you're listening,
he's listening.
On the way. Oh yeah. And Joshua Shepard, he's kind of been with Ghost RC as far as like I would call him an affiliate, since the beginning. Man, that guy, he was hyping everything up. He's been a hardcore fan, and when it came to putting guys on the team, he was one of my first guys. I went to, and he's a great dude. Kevin Matos, honestly, Puerto Rican guy. I don't know his background exactly, but I know he spends a lot of times with the guys down in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, man, I spent some time with them in Puerto Rico 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, man, he's a great guy, man, and like our conversations are they're kind of short and just kind of broken up, but dude, the guy is awesome. And so I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys. They're not obviously on the live with us, but they are. Without them, some of this stuff that I was trying to figure out, it would have been possible as well. So I just want to give them a big thanks.
Hey, I need to say something really quick. Guys, here's the deal. This free ESC is getting crazy. So here's what we're going to do. It's at 222 comments, guys.
Wow.
When I end this live, when this live ends, I'm going to timestamp the post. So if you come in after I quit, you're not, it's over. Dude, it's going to take me all night to go through these. I'm cool with it. I'm okay. I'm cool. I love this stuff. But I have to stop it. It's just growing like a weed. Mason Cooley just bought one. It's crazy, and I love it. I love Aaron. I'm
nice.
Dude.
Mason's a local guy.
Yeah, I know he is.
Dad,
Yeah.
His dad, Dwayne. Man, to be honest, like Dwayne, when I first went to a Kobe Cash days, Dwayne's car was so out of control fast that I looked at Titus and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this was back when we were going like 220s, So Dwayne's old school guy. I hope he's listening. He knows that we have much love for him and what he's done for the RC community in DFW. is amazing. Him and Mason.
I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And this is back when we were going like
That's awesome.
Sorry, I got feedback. Well, gosh darn it, Aaron, I wish you were on the screen with us, man. Dude, you got to be stoked, man. You sold out.
Dude, I am beyond stoked. You know, like I said, it's the one aspect that really hit me is just how fast, you know, we did this, and I appreciate your live and you know, just goes to show your viewer support and everything too, and the support for the hobby. And honestly, I mean, I knew I'd sell out eventually. I did not think that I would sell out that quick, which is awesome, man. This lights a fire up under my ass because I know that this freaking hobby it's here and it's staying, and we're taking it to new levels.
I love it, dude. Yep. All I can tell you, Aaron, after getting to know you, man, is congratulations, brother. You know, you needed this, Jay needed this, but at the end of the day, the racers needed this, man. And that's the biggest key to this whole thing is getting these in the racers' hands, getting it on the track, and let's see what it does. That's what this is going to have. That's what's going to happen. I can't wait for them to ship out and these guys get them in their hands, Aaron, because Jay, you know it. People are going to be posting up everywhere, man, when they start running these things.
Yep.
Yeah. I cannot wait. You know, I mean, it's like I mean, you know, I got kids, and you know, it's just it's like this is my little baby, and it's like now I'm setting it free and to watch it, you know, kind of grow and prosper. That's what it's to be like, you know. I mean,
no more baby diapers, baby.
Yeah, don't be crapping the bed on us now.
Nobody crap the bed on us on this one.
So yeah, man, this is awesome, man. This is freaking awesome, dude. I am so happy. I'm probably not gonna be able to sleep just because I'm just.
Well, I'm happy for you, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate
I'm gonna go to sleep in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Yeah, me too. Hey, I'm gonna go to sleep. hey, Jay, I'm gonna go to sleep thinking about Aaron not sleeping.
Yeah. All right, guys, I'm out.
All right, brother. JFab is in the house. Damn, that was quick. He just said I'm out and quit.
Yeah, he did.
Jeez. There he is.
Usually have the conversation in.
No, I got a phone call. Sorry.
All right, dude. JFab.
Okay.
I'm
Thank
out.
you, dude.
Yep.
Appreciate you, brother.
Jay,
Appreciate you, Billy. Thank you.
man.
You got it, bro. I'll see you
Thanks
soon.
for doing
and
this.
hey,
Later,
I'll talk
guys.
to you this weekend about what you and I are talking about.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Aaron, dude,
Yep.
I wish I could see you because I guarantee your face is glowing and you're smiling from ear to ear, dude.
Oh, yeah.
All I can tell you is congratulations, dude, and thank you for doing this. You know, not for me, I don't race, but for the racers, man. I know one thing that I know is I know they needed this. They needed something else. You know, I'm not going to say any names right now, but just in Puerto Rico, there's a couple guys that blew 3 or 4 ESCs, man, and they couldn't come race the next day because they didn't have an ESC backup. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh no, I know exactly. I know exactly. You know, and man, that's the point. That's the problem I wanted to help mend. You know, and like I said too, you know, like there's going to be failures, but I can guarantee it's not going to be on the level that we've seen.
Yeah,
I mean, I can guarantee.
That's good.
Like, I'm going to post more videos up now that the release is obviously it's out there now, and we can talk about it. And I got some crazy videos, man. I put this thing through the freaking ringer, like just as Jay has, like as far as the durability test. And I got the local guys up here. I know they were there watching me do this crap, and I was like, I know I should be putting more power in the car, but I'm not going to because I want this thing to struggle to get out of this crazy glue that we got, and it would, you know. And it was a time where there were some guys there running the other products, and they didn't leave the line. When this thing just grunted through the icky and the crap. You know?
I love it, dude.
Yeah. So, brother, dude, I don't know how long this podcast has been going on, but this is freaking awesome.
3.5 hours, buddy.
Wow. That's awesome.
Hey, 233 comments looking for that free ESC. 900 comments on the live today. That's just one of them. We did 3 separate lives. You have 900 comments on just in PRC TV.
That's impressive. And I don't follow those numbers, so I'm gonna ask you this. Is that good? Is that high?
Stupid. And well, here, no, hold on. Here, let's do this. Let's go over
Okay.
here. Here. So remember that number I just told you. Yes,
Okay.
that's crazy, dude. That's a lot of comments. But what I'm trying to explain to you is I'm over on another I'm on another page. So let's go over here really quick. So there's 237 comments here. So, but here's the deal. We got kicked off earlier, and I had to go back in, and you have another 180. So yes, the answer is yes, Aaron. You're over 1,000 with YouTube and everything. You're probably 1,400 comments.
Wow, that's impressive, man.
It's impressive.
That just goes to show the support, and the interest too. The interest, spurred by the support.
By
And,
selling
man,
out tonight, Aaron, that's the interest.
That is it, man. I know there's some people kicking themselves, or mad and angry, and I'm probably going to see some messages, but it is what it is, guys, and just bear with me. We're going to get more out there.
Yeah.
I didn't put in all this work for them to just to be holding back.
No.
Like I want everybody that wants one to have the opportunity to get one, and yeah.
But
they're going to be there.
Aaron, it's called growing pains, dude. Who sells out in 15 minutes in ESCs, dude?
Dude, yeah.
Right?
I mean, and like I said, I had a number that, I mean, it wasn't crazy. I'm not talking in the thousands or anything, but it was a number that, myself and Castle, we talked about and we agreed on. And like, okay, I was thinking, yeah, that'll probably take, probably a week to sell out, give us a week to sell out, and then we can get back on another build. To sell out in what you said, 5 minutes?
No, I think it was about 15.
Yeah, 15 minutes. I cannot wait to, go and talk with the guys at Castle Monday morning, because I'm going to be beating down their door Monday morning. I'm going to be like, fire up those presses, boys.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're going to do. Walk in there and say, let's go, baby. We need another run.
Yep, exactly. 100%.
I love it, man.
So, heck yeah, brother. Heck yeah.
Aaron Klein from Ghost.rc. If you're just joining us, you are late to the party, because in less than 5 minutes, I'm going to shut off the free ESC. I'm going to make a post that it's over. I'm still, Aaron, the comments are just coming as fast as I'm talking. They just keep coming.
Wow, that's crazy.
We're at 242.
That's amazing, man.
242 people have commented that they want to get their hands on that ESC of yours, man. What does that make you feel?
Makes me feel great, man.
Yeah.
It truly does.
All right,
Hell
man.
yeah.
Well, listen, Aaron, I love you and all, but listen, I got to drive home.
I get it, bro. I gotta go tend to the family. I told them I'd be done by 7.
Yeah. Oh boy. And between me and you, Aaron, that Pro R is sitting next door.
Well, you know what, Billy? I think for that free ESC I'm giving you, I'm gonna have to come down and we're have to go rip it around a little bit.
No, you need to be here at the Yuma, Arizona, March Mayhem at Matus Ranch. Before I go, I forgot to do this, guys. Really quick. I redid the registration for March Mayhem at Matus Ranch. It's the first ever RC sand drag race, and maybe Aaron Klein might come down, and if he does, we'll have that ESC there, man, to show you guys about that ESC there at the race. I'd love to have you, Aaron, if you could.
Yeah, man, I'll definitely look into that. Through our personal conversations,
yep.
I love the sand, and that's a background that I still have a passion for. And I started dabbling in the sand drag stuff, and I just don't really have anywhere to do it around here.
Yeah,
I built this stretched out, crazy ass car. If I was still up there, I'd show it to y'all. But it's pretty big. It's what would you say? It's a stretched.
I've seen it.
Yeah, Tyson.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts.
It's nuts. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, dude, I would love to come down. And you know what? I'll have to check my schedule. I'll probably have the time to do it.
March 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And if you come, Aaron, I will put you up in one of my trailers.
Perfect. I'll be
perfect.
I'll be keeping in contact. Let's make it happen.
Okay. Well, brother,
yeah.
listen, I got to get, but I will tell you this. Congratulations to you, Mr. Klein. And if you guys have not heard the news, today was the day that the new Ghost Rc Esc launched, sold out in 15 minutes. He'll get more up on the website hopefully in a week or two. But what does that tell you guys? Everybody you hear the grumblings. Ooh, RC drag racing's going away. Well, not after tonight. Not after tonight.
Damn right. And I agree with you 100%, man. It's here to stay, and let's make it better.
We are at 250 comments. I'm going to shut it down. 250 people have commented for the free ESC. I'm going to make a post right now, Aaron, as soon as we hang up. It's shut off. I'm shutting it down. And then we will, my wife and I will draw it this weekend. I'll make another post. I got to go through all those names, put them in the wheel of names, and then we'll just sit here and draw names, dude.
Perfect. Well, touch base with me, and yep, we'll get it out.
I will, brother.
Cool. Well, Billy, it's been a pleasure, man, and thanks for having me on. And
Anytime.
And thank you to all the viewers. I'll be back.
Anytime.
And to everybody else, I'll see you on the track.
See you on the track. All right, guys. Aaron Klein, everybody. Go check out ghost-rc.com. And do not forget, put that 7,000 kV motor in that cart when you're ready to buy that ESC. Help my friend get rid of those motors. Okay, guys? That's it for me, man. Y'all know what my name is. I'm Crazy Guy here, man. And I'm out. I will see you guys next What's Up Wednesday. And we'll have a good time. Aaron Klein, thank you, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
We out. Later, man.